different. Rags too rich is not a whole spot move efficient. I can tricks, yeah, we win it. Never slip it. Knowledge hard and it's tight, just like a fitted. Hilltop hustler, Bobby Bang to talk the slickest. Came from Mount of Luck, it's not my whole style, the slickest. High forces got these critics steady quitting. Be a more drill, houses in the base, keep on hitting. Bobby banging his bitch. Bobby banging his bitch. Hilltop hustler, yeah, you know I'm in this bitch. Bobby banging his bitch. Hilltop hustler, Bobby banging.
Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house. And I come to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm standing tall. I'm standing strong. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Bobby banging this bitch. So I see a lot of people chatty patty with no evidence. You can get a chance to see this debate tomorrow. I'll drop the link for you. That way you can see it for yourself. I think the thing that bothers me the most, not that people think somebody won or lost, it's the narrative behind it. And then you ask yourself, why would it have to be a narrative? What's the narrative? I already know I got the haters. I ain't mad at that. I love all my haters. But I should be able to critique both Reggie and Jabari and people not say, I hate him. Nobody says I hate Reggie when I beat him up for 3 months straight on science and no African science. Now y'all remember, huh? Nobody said that when I went in on this man. Nobody said that. Nobody opened their mouth. But as soon as I critique Jabari, all is hate. No, it's just critique with a little more venom. Because I expect more out of him. He's supposed to be the undefeated Floyd Mayweather, whatever the hell it was, whatever that was. Y'all fed into it and believed it. Crazy work. So I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to pull the sources. Now, I don't know what in the world is wrong with y'all. Get yourself some coffee or some milk or some water and sit back and see. Now, most of y'all ain't even seen the daggone thing at all. Y'all just got Twitter fingers or YouTube fingers. Y'all ain't seen it. Y'all just like the back and forth rigmarole. I know. I ain't tripping. I appreciate everybody. But I tell you what, though. If you can read and write and understand Egyptian culture, then you should know who the Neteru are. Now that question right there, let me drop the link for the joint so y'all can say it again. And most y'all just talking crazy. Y'all ain't even gonna watch the thing. Craziest thing I ever heard in my life. Drop the link, man. Get it. At a reduced rate right here. That way y'all can make y'all mind up. Y'all got wild rules here. I ain't mad. I'll take the rules. I'm not mad. So we're going to take a scientific look at this particular situation and hope you enjoy the source material. I'm only going to bring 2 sources. Just 2. Just 2. Okay, Reggie provided 1. It's going to be 3. Reggie provided 2. And I piled on with an extra one just so y'all can see what it's saying. So I just dropped the link, man. Get your tickets, man. Stop playing. Don't be in that chatty patty. So this ain't hard. I don't know why y'all don't understand that humans believe, though. And it has to be some type of disconnect there. So you people are trying to convince me that Homo sapiens sapiens did not evolve in an environment where believing was more advantageous than not believing. Human evolution, or let's say the evolution of the brain, put us in the position those that believe the most survived longer to reach the age of reproduction. Now, I know y'all that disagree with evolution don't give a damn about what I'm saying. Go about your merry way then. But let me tell you a little bit about evolution so you can kind of get my point here. All right? And don't let nobody flim-flam you, bam you about the topic that we looking at. So, Stone Age brains. That brain that's in your head right now, it's a Stone Age brain. Meaning it was made, it evolved, right? So you can manipulate and navigate through the Stone Age. Now, in the Stone Age, they didn't have cars, buses, trains, TV, cell phones, none of that. Egyptian text to read, American text to read, any text to read at all in the Stone Age. I know some of y'all got some ancient civilization in your brain you just spooked out. So none of these things were there. And so if you was walking on a savannah and the high grass moved, you jumped. Now, why would you jump? The grass just moved. Well, you believed that there was something in the high grass that could potentially kill you. Now, to catch an injury in the Stone Age is fatal. To break a leg in the Stone Age, you will die. A simple cut and bacteria infection, you will die. Drinking the warm water, you will immediately die in the Stone Age. And so there were certain genes connected to belief, meaning the grass moved, you believed it was dangerous, and you moved out and you ran. And you looked down, it was a little mouse. That still happens today. You can be walking down the trail, right, in the woods, and the leaves rattle. It'd be a squirrel or a mouse, and you jump as if it was a bear, as if it was a lion in the Green Sahara. Bear in the woods, when you walking at, you think it's a bear, it's a mouse. You on the savannah in Africa, it was just a mouse or the wind. Now there was some that didn't get startled because they didn't have the genes to make you react like that. And so they just look, that's nothing. And they ask questions. Well, why is that grass moving? That's fine. But that one time that grass moved and it was actually a predator stalking them and they didn't move and the lion pounced on them. Or the bear or whatever pounced on them and killed them. That particular person, genes do not get transferred to the next generation. So it's about your genes. And the genes work good enough for your survivability to reach the age of reproduction. That's when a woman get on a menstrual cycle. It's when, the brothers start producing sperm, the whole 9 yards, right? And be able to have babies that will make it to the age of reproduction. So you see how this thing is working here. So there is no escaping belief. That's why they're like, the 3 billion Christians, right? 1 billion Muslims, everybody believe. That's why you are programmed through the evolutionary process that y'all probably don't agree with, right? To actually believe. Now, religion has co-opted our belief system. What am I saying? We all believe. Atheists believe, Christians believe, Muslims believe, humans, period, believe. Believe a lot. I believe that person is talking about me. Could be dead wrong. So the fact that we all believe, humans figured out a way to co-opt that which naturally occurs. Believing is a natural thing. I hope y'all following me here. Not to believe is going against the genetic programming. Fighting it. You're supposed to believe everything. That's why people can scam you. Scam your intellectual real estate between your ears. That's why you believe that the person that walks up to you has a deal for you when he's trying to sell you a fake gold chain. That's why you believe the hustle. No matter how many times you've seen the people in New York do the tops back and forth, you believe you can win. That's why gambling casinos make so much money, billions and trillions of dollars, because you believe you can win. Now, when you walk into a casino, the house always wins. Big money takes little money, but you believe this. So now that I set that scenario up of what you believe and not believe, I'll finish this part with this. Did you know that Europe actually believed in dragons and monsters? They believed it. You would ask yourself, did they see the dragons? They might have seen something they don't know, but they thought it was a dragon. We know dragons don't exist. Some of y'all in the chat believe that. Some of y'all believe that they was producing a vaccine that would specifically kill black people. I heard it. Y'all believe that. And ain't nothing I can say to y'all. But that's because you have Stone Age brains. You don't even use the tools around you. You believe. So the monsters in Europe, they believe that. They didn't believe in monsters in the United States. Guess what people in the United States believe in more than anywhere else you can look it up? People in the United States believe in aliens, UFOs. You have more UFOs sightings in the United States than anywhere else. Why would that be? Because they believe that particular thing. So if you're sitting here watching this broadcast and you think somebody at Stone Age time, 4,000 BCE, 3,000 BCE, don't believe, you tripping. No cell phones, no iPhones, no Macs, no broadcasts, no cameras, no nothing. That's why in court, a quote unquote, let me say this, a eyewitness ain't the best witness because they see it different ways and see different things and they have certain biases and they believe. That's why they work it a different way and trying to find the evidence. And then you sit in the jury pool and you make a decision based off what you think you understand, based off what you believe. So now that we know that human beings are Homo sapiens sapiens symbolicus believe, then you can understand why the Greeks believed that Medusa was real. They believed that. Jason and Aquanauts, right? The sea god, Poseidon, the one-eyed Cyclops. Do you think they didn't believe that? They believed. Not everybody. There you go. But a lot of the people did believe. A lot of the common folks. And there was always somebody say, I don't believe that. Y'all tripping. Always got non-believers amongst you. You need to respect them because they can see what you believe. So I'm setting this up for you. Here's the scam. This scam matured in the Black conscious community. They was breaking away from religion. We breaking away Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. They break away, then they make it all black. They believe that these was all black. They even believe that the whole world was black. They just believe it. Can't actually back it up. They're arguing in the chat. That's why they got the chat turned on. I can't see it. But they believe. They believe so much that when they took on what they thought was the ancient Egyptian religion, that these ancient people did not believe. They had symbology. They had facts. They had a culture. They didn't have a religion. They had metaphors and mythological teachings with deeper meanings. But they surely didn't believe like the Muslim, Christians, and Jews. That's what they say. They say it right now. And that's the tactics that has been used in these conversations. And then everybody act like they can't read this right here. This is real simple. The Neteru literal. Now, if you sitting there thinking that the person reading this question, AE, you and me, is supposed to make a determination off of whether the Neteru is real or not, and Jabari or Reggie have to prove whether these things are literal. Like right now, y'all capping. And let me tell you how I know you capping. You capping because the only way to even understand what the word Neteru is, you would have to go where? You would have to go to Egyptian language. So now they're trying to convince us that when you go to the Egyptian language and figure out what the Neteru meant, that all of a sudden it flips back to what you, the person who just looked up the information, believes. No, it's always been based off of what is that word and what does it mean? And the only way to find out about what it means is to go to Egyptologists, people that translate the language, and people, Egyptologists and anthropologists translate the word. And what anthropology does, it actually gives agency, carte blanche, to the people that wrote these terms because they made up the definition. And I always talk about cultural context. That is the most important thing because you can translate something. We've seen people do the meta magic. Translate something and put it in their own cultural awareness, AE African American, cap. You got to put it in Nile Valley culture, 3000, 2000, 1200 BCE culture. That is the only way to understand whether the word Neteru is literal is through the eyes of the people that produced the words. It's the eyes of the people that produced the religion. Yes, they did have a religion. A religion is cultural container of ideas and social structures of marriages, funerals, music, symbols, prayer, holy land, sacred places. This is what they call religion. Y'all been so wild out that y'all afraid of religion. But no matter what y'all say, and I know not to listen, that the only way for us to even understand this word and make sense of it is to go by way of the scientific study called Egyptology and anthropology. And when you do that, you understand what those ancient people meant. And at this point, you actually give the people who made it up agency. Don't they deserve to have their voices heard? They voted, and they voted so that you could understand what the hell they was trying to say. That's it. That ain't even a fight. And if you fight it, that means you scamming and you trying to do something else. I'm going to say this again. The only way to actually understand this word is to go to the ancient culture that wrote this word and to understand the ancient culture. And no matter how simple I make it, they'll come in with the trickology. Here's the trick. Well, so do you believe they was literal? A wild question. It's the onus or the burden is not on me to believe it or even to accept it. It's my job to transmit what these people are actually believing and thinking. That's the job of the anthropologist. Early racist anthropology, they framed it like it was Christianity, and that was wrong because they took away African agency and put European agency on people's ideas and concepts. They don't do that no more. They let those ancestors speak. And the only way the ancestors can speak is through their written language, through their temples, through their sacraments, through their ritual, through their ideas. If anybody's telling you different, they scamming. And for the record, when Egyptologists, which is the scientific study of Egypt, plenty of black people in the field, anthropology, plenty of Africans and African Americans in the field, when they uncover this information and they say, man, these people believe this, well, these people thought this was symbolic, these people thought this was that. When they do that, they themselves personally don't have to believe it. And my, oh my, and that is the scam. That's the scam. So you telling me that you believe that? They're not literal. It's not whether I believe it. It's about what the people believe, and that's how we know about ancient African civilizations or any civilization. We want to know what they thought. Now, we'll take the gods and the deities and we will relegate them to mythology because that's what you do as an anthropologist. You say this is their mythology and then explain how they understand whether they thought this was literal, whether they thought it was symbolic, whether it was a teaching method, a teaching tool for the people. At what level was they trying to teach? Was they trying to teach it at a priestly level so that the priests understand it? The priests have a different understanding of the meta nature and different things and ideas. The same way your dad going to preach it in the church, right? They went to theology school. He got a whole different ball of wax than the person just sitting there. Humana. Here's went to college. Here's the theologian. Some of these people, they have doctorate degrees. So they don't believe what them people sitting in that daggone pulpit believe. Same way with ancient cultures. You reach a certain level of information, you're reading, you're writing, there's certain things written in it that you only understand based off your education level, where the regular people don't have that education, can't read, they believe things are literal, all of the things. Sometimes. We never speak in absolutes because when you speak in absolutes, you're absolutely wrong. So if they sit in that cap and acting like it's about what we believe, that ain't the damn question. The question is the Neteru literal? The answer is sometimes they're literal and sometimes they're not. All things in nature is considered Neteru because they was pantheists. There is no God outside of nature and pantheists. God manifests himself literally. This is what they believe in everything. Is a tree literal? Is God. They say none but God. This is one of the ways indigenous people believe. Some indigenous groups believe there is none before God. What does that mean? None before God means nothing created God. That everything you see is God. Let me give you an example. It's like walking to an ocean, taking a small cup, scoop the water up from the ocean and walk away. Drive 10 miles and then look in the cup. It's still ocean, just one small part of the ocean. So these indigenous ideas was based around that everything is natural, just a diversified version of it. Meaning, if God is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omnipotent, all knowing, all seeing, and everything at all times, then what was it that God used to make anything? What material did God use to make anything in the eyes of the ancient people? What could it have been? God always was, always will be. God is not the Alpha Omega, because that's the beginning and the end. There cannot be a beginning and there cannot be an end if you God, right? The Neteru couldn't have been created, right? Couldn't have been. So what did God use to make everything that you see? This is from an ancient perspective. God would have used itself. And everything you see is a small crumb, a small piece, a little there, but it's all God, y'all. Thus divine. So these ancient Nile Valley Africans was trying to show you that their land was ruled by divine nature, thus giving their kingship royal divinity straight from the gods. And they literally believed it. Now, when anthropologists look at this, they say, no, that's the mythological portion of it, because you know that we can't prove no dang old gods walking around here, or no spiritual demigods walking around here. But this king's list, right? We see how they forming divine divinity all the way to their kingship. That's why the king is nature, because he come directly from God. And that's why Akhenaten was so serious, because he actually broke away from the multiplicity to the one, the son, the head nature, Aten. He literally believed that he was the son of God. And as he prayed to the son, it gave him power by stretching out his hands and stretching out the Ankh. What is the Ankh? No matter what y'all say, no matter what Jabari and them say, the crazy shrines, the Ankh is simply, ain't nothing else to it. This ain't the fallopian tubes. This ain't the womb, and this ain't the penis. When you see this in the script, it's simply saying life. So Akhenaten was saying that the sun brings life. Well, I be damned. Lucky guess, because that's exactly what the sun does. It brings life. So I want to give you a little explanation. Let me give you the sources. Y'all be playing disrespectful and don't want to understand it, all because of debate. Y'all can just learn. Y'all can just learn this. Come on, man. So we just come here real quick. We touch you up a little bit. All right. We basically want to give you this here. We want to do this for you. Present the source that Reggie presented for you. Egyptica. Who wrote Egyptica? Egyptica. The history of Egypt. You know, the only history of Egypt they used on the king's list and all that is from this man. They don't have another. They got two of them. I'm going to show you both. So no matter what you say, this high priest, it says, history of Egypt was a history of ancient Egypt written by a Greek by Neteru. He's actually an Egyptian priest. Was an Egyptian priest of the Ptolemaic kingdom who lived in the early 3rd century. at the beginning of the Hellenistic period. It says a high priest of the Egyptian religion. So he knows more about the Egyptian religion than you do, I do, and any Egyptologist does, or anybody. Don't let people in these wild shrines trick you. They don't know more than this guy do. Let's see what it says in Egyptica, Volume 1. Volume 1, Manethos, Egyptica presented a mythical pre-dynastic period. It's mythical because that's what we call it, mythical. In a few thousand years when Christianity go, because all religions always go. Remember, Nile Valley religion lasts for 4,000 years or so. But now it's dead. Christianity will be the same, and we will relegate it to what? Mythological. We will say that Jesus walking on earth, that walked on water and turned the loaves into food and water and the wine to water, we will relegate that to mythology. Look it up. Mythology, they call things mythological when the tradition itself is dead. So Egyptica presented a mythological pre-dynastic period that began the reign of ancient Egyptian deities. Watch this. That began the reign of ancient Egyptian deities. The reign. What's a reign? A time of rulership. It's and then transition through, watch this. This is how they make the transition. Transition through the rule of demigods. Do you know what a demigod is? A demigod. Polytheistic religion and mythologies are demigods and demigoddesses. Is a being that is half divine and half human, born of a deity and a human. Ain't that Jesus Christ? They don't call him that, do they? Heroes. Hero is a real person or fictional character who, in the face of danger, combats adversity through feats of ingenuity, courage, and strength. Spirits of the dead. Divinely sanctioned human pharaohs. This is how they say ancient Egypt rulership came to be. It transitioned from the demigods, right? From the deities, hold on, from the Neteru, to the demigods, to the heroes, and spirits of the dead, to divinely sanctioned human pharaohs. Now, if you sitting here looking at this podcast and saying, I don't believe that, well, God damn it, the Egyptologists don't, and the paleontologists don't, but them damn Egyptians did. Else they wouldn't have wrote it. And they literally believed that. And you know why they literally believed that? Because they thought the pharaohs was divine, God on earth nature. That's why. There'd be no need to have divine kings if you didn't believe that what they came from was real and literal and actually ruled Egypt. So do you think they ruled Egypt from the sky? No, they was on earth where they ruled Egypt, the kingdom. That's my first source. Egyptica, written by an Egyptian priest. Wouldn't the priest know? And I would ask myself, why would a priest today go against that when the priest back in those days taught that? That's something for you to ponder for a minute. If I say it too many times, you'll throw the word, oh, yeah, you're hating. I ain't hating, I'm just teaching. So we got the one source, and now we move to the next source. Well, that's Manethos. Y'all see it. That's him. All right. Look it up. He wrote the histories, yo. All right. His works attributed to him. Y'all see it. Right on screen. Let's move to the next source. The Turin's Kings list. Now, why am I giving these two kings lists? Manethos wrote a king's list, right? Hold on, let me show you. Hold on. Judaica, histories, right? I showed you volume 1, volume 2, right? Volume 2 span around 800 years in Egyptian history. It covered dynasties 10, 11, 12, all right? All the way through. It say let me see, the stability established during the half of the, 10, 11, 12 dynasties continued on Middle Kingdom. So for the record, y'all, everything you know about the dynasties come from this man right here. Did y'all know that? You move to volume 3, right? It covers these dynasties, right? Modern chronology ends of the New Kingdom, third intermediate period. All of this comes from this Egyptian priest. They use this every time you say kingdom or every time you say dynasty, upper, lower, and all that. It comes from this man right here. So you can never discount him at all. You can't. Because if you take Manethos away, then you got to take away the king's list away. But you can't. The only thing that they relegate to mythology is what the ancient Egyptians literally believed, because you can't verify a walking dead, and you can't verify a Neteru, and you can't verify demigods, ladies and gentlemen. But trust and believe, they believed it. The same way today people believe that they demigod walked the earth and died and came back to life again. And when he came back to life, he was hungry. I was wondering why the man didn't get no food while he was in heaven. Don't they got food in heaven? They ain't feed him. We cooking with hot grease. Okay. So we got that source straight. The Egyptologists, right? Egyptology was the scientific study uses Manethos. The things they got to relegate to mythology, they relegate to it. Not to be confused with the people back then that know about no damn thing called mythology, ladies and gentlemen. They thought that's how they came to royal kingship. That's why Reggie won the debate, because he proved that all the Neteru were literal. Let's go to the Turing's list. My second source. Drop that link in a minute. The Turing's list. It's called the Royal Canon, ladies and gentlemen. It's an ancient Egyptian hieratic papyrus. All right. The papyrus lists names of rulers and lengths of reigns and years and months and days of some kings. In some cases, they are grouped together by family, which corresponds approximately to the dynasty of Manethos, Egyptica. It said list includes names, ephemeral rulers. Let me get that for y'all. Ephemeral. Hold on. Let's see what the hell that means. Look it up. Let's get the pronunciation right. Hold on.
Ephemeral.
Ephemeral. All right, ephemeral. That's how you pronounce that. But let's look up what ephemeral rulers are. Let's see. Ephemeral rulers lasting for a very short time. Okay. All right. Or those ruling small territories that may be unmentioned in other sources. Okay. And this is when it gets interesting. I want y'all to see what this looks like. Hold on, let me see if I can. Fragments. So they put together the fragments. All right, hold on. All right, it's the fragment of this Turing's Kings list. All right. See it with your own eyes. Bits and pieces together. Let's come to this right here. All right. Contents. Well, what's in it? Here you go. The papyrus is divided into even columns. All right. Distributed as follows. The names and positions of several kings are still being disputed. Since this list is so badly damaged, pharaohs that are known have the damaged part of the inscribed name in parentheses. If the damaged part is known. The first column got what, y'all? The gods of ancient Egypt, effectively the Neteru. Column 2, the gods of ancient Egypt, spirits and mythological kings. That word mythological is added to so the reader can understand where they relegating it to. So if people keep saying, do you believe that? They tricking you. Anthropologists can't verify a damn spirit and the mythical king or Neteru, ladies and gentlemen. Why do they keep using this tactic to trick you? Somebody gonna come up in this panel and say just that. I bet you. Column 3, the spirits and mythological king. All right. The Turin Papyrus. This is why, in my framework, Reggie won. Now, do y'all see this to the right side? This is called a cartouche. A cartouche is where they put the pharaohs. They put the pharaoh name in the cartouche. All right. And y'all see some of the symbols, right? Y'all see the flag. Well, it's really a flag. Some people try to mess it up and say it's an axe. I used to think it was an axe, but it's not. It's actually a flag, right? And you see it in the royal cartouche, which means they thought these people to be rulers because it's in the royal cartouche. That's another line of evidence. Look it up. The cartouche is where they put royal names at. And you see Ra is in the cartouche. He's a pharaoh. Geb, Osiris, Set, Horus, and Thought. They're all pharaohs, rulers, right? They're the first rulers. They don't have this list of 1 through 10. They don't got them. They know it's supposed to be there. And then you see missing parts, summary of previous entries, Hab, Apep, Apis, Aped, Apis, he who endures, Horus the elder. They're all in these royal cartouches. Unknown Set, Doctor, let's see, Horus, does not thirst the unknown, claws of the shores, possessor of noble women, protector. These are all the names right here. Well, I can't even read them names. I ain't gonna try. Kuhamut. Keep going. So Bar, look, these are all deities now, right? All worship, but literal right now. Uranus, literal. Then you come to who? Menes. Let's see. I don't see Aha anymore. Let me see. Hold on. Then you come to Menes. Y'all know that. Nama, right? Here you go. Aha, Hor Aha, Jet, Den. See that? So this is a secession from, watch this. Remember that concept I gave you, nothing but God? That's how they transition it in their minds, right? They literally believe that. Not gonna say everybody believes. You're gonna always have somebody say, what the hell with that? They die like men. But I just want to show you once again, this is why I say Reggie proved his point. Because these people thought it was literal. Now, whether y'all think it or not, I don't know. And then I would question, why wouldn't a priest teach that they literal? That I can't answer. So I hope that I explained that well. Right? And I would like to end with this right here and drop that damn link and see what we got going on here. All right. The Turin King list and Manethos. I'm putting it all together for you. All right. And let me see here. I want to see if I could actually, let me see something here. God damn. Okay. Let me go back to this real quick. Let me prove my point. Remember I talked about the royal cartouches? Here you go. Y'all see it? Hold on, man. Let me do it again. Y'all probably can't even see it. I wonder how long that was on there. Could y'all see? Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Hope y'all seen that. This the royal cartouches I was talking about, y'all. All right? I want y'all to just understand what's going on and how it goes. They literally inside, the names are inside the royal cartouches. These are the leaders, the rulers. They literally thought these demigods and spirits rule, man. You of course I don't believe it. I don't believe in none of that. And of course I don't believe Jesus walked. I don't believe none of that. So why y'all think somebody got to believe that to bring what the people believed in that time period? And the fact that somebody would even play that game, to me, is what is disingenuous and what infuriates me when people say I'm hate. Because I'm saying you flim-flamming at that point. But this is what that looks like, just for the audience, so y'all can kind of get a good beat and good understanding of what it is. All right? Important. All right? They still use the damn king list today because it ain't no other king's list. And the king list they got is two of them, the Turin king's list and Egyptica from Menace. That's how you even know the word dynasties. There you go. So let's end this with this. This is how we do it. We'll end it with this. The key sources of ancient Egyptian chronology. The Turin Kings list, the Hieratic papyrus from the Ramesside period, 13th century BC. It is a crucial primary source. So I showed y'all primary sources for the Egyptian chronology. That's the only way we know the chronology is from the Egyptians themselves. Despite its fragment state, it includes many otherwise omitted rulers and preserves reign lengths, making it invaluable for historical reconstruction. Historical reconstruction. Manetho's dynastic framework. He's an ancient Egyptian priest. Writing in Greek, 3rd century, Manetho's Egyptica, though preserved only in fragments, established the dynastic organization of the Egyptian history, still used today. His work provides a fundamental structure for studying pharaonic periods. Divine predecessors, both the Turin list and Manetho's work began with divine rulers. The Turin canon lists gods and semi-divine figures before the historical kings. Manetho's described gods, demigods, and spirits ruling prior to Menace. I put emphasis on ruling prior to Menace. Where are they ruling at? On earth, literally. These texts present divine figures as legitimate parts of Egyptians' royal succession. You gotta have a royal succession to God. This is what the mindset was to these ancient indigenous people who had social structures that do not look like African American social structures or European social structures. They look like indigenous tribes. They believed. We don't have to believe that to acknowledge their belief system. Beliefs versus modern history. This is the difference you should not get crossed up. Ancient Egyptian belief. The king's list serve as primary evidence that the Egyptians generally regarded divine rulers as direct predecessors that literally walked the earth and was integral in their sacred history and kingship ideology. That's ancient Egyptian belief. If you want to know about a word that's written in ancient Egyptian belief, then you got to go to the ancient Egyptian belief and figure out what the hell they meant. You can't be the one to say this and that because it makes no sense at that point. Now, modern Egyptology, modern scholars differentiate between ancient beliefs and historical fact. Divine entries are interpreted as reflections of religious traditions, not literal proof of supernatural governance. So if you sitting here thinking that the Egyptologist is trying to literally, that they got literal proof of supernatural governance, then you don't understand the biblical study by theologians. When you go get that doctorate degree at Harvard and Yale, they not trying to prove that Jesus Christ walked on water, because you can't. Why are people confusing these conversations and tricking you? Why? Because they don't care about your education. They don't want you to understand traditional Africa. They want you to see it as African Americans. Almost indisputable for Egyptian chronology. Preserved king sequences, reign lengths, and dynastic organization allow comparisons with archaeological inscriptions and dating method. Critical for reconstructing and understanding Egyptian complex dynasty history. So without them two things, you don't even understand the complex kings. Listen, none of that. Key takeaways, y'all. Lists faithfully reflect ancient Egyptian traditions of divine rule. That's how we know they believed in literary, bro. That's how the kings had divine rule, because they was an extension of the ancient rulers, demigods, spirit walking dead. Ladies and gentlemen, modern scholarship interprets these entries as cultural and religious evidence. See? So there's a difference between the way we interpret it and the way the people themselves believed it. And I always say, y'all don't know if you talk about a person's religion, then shouldn't you go to the person's religion? If we talk about Jesus Christ, don't you supposed to look in the Bible and see what the Bible's saying about it? That don't mean you got to believe it. Both sources remain vital for Egyptian historical reconstruction. Key scholarly references: Gardner, Royal Canon of Turin, the political situation in Egypt during the Second Intermediate Period, Kim, Wilkins, Toby, early Egyptian dynasties, Redfoot, kings, pharaonic kings list, the annals and day books. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's my take on it. We in and out on that. Now, I hope y'all get some tickets and see. All right? Hope y'all get the tickets and actually see what the hell was going on, right? And so out of those two sources, Reggie actually had one. All right? He actually had one. Okay? And this is one of Reggie's sources right here that had a person, literally, an Egyptologist, literally say that the Egyptians believed. This right here. Let me make it bigger for y'all. I don't think I can make that bigger. Damn it. No, let me see. I don't think I can get it. This is, remember, you're going to hear Reggie talk about Tobin, right? You'll definitely talk about Tobin. Hold on, let me see. I'll talk about Tobin. Let me get off that. I want to show y'all this. This is source. I'm showing y'all two direct sources, y'all. No. Man, I got some pseudo killers in the chat, man. I see Chris, man. Big up to you, brother. Who else we got in here? I've seen a few people, man. I want to hear what the people is actually saying. I want to see if we can just get clarity. We should be able to get clarity. Whenever we're teaching, we should have clarity. And we should not expect everybody to even understand what we're saying. It's just our job to get everybody to understand what we're saying, man. All right. And I think it'd be very important. So I'm sure y'all can see this. This is Tobin's source right here. This is Tobin's source right here. Right? Right here. Mythos, theology in ancient Egypt. Tobin. That's one of Reggie's sources. And you know how these English people write. It says such an interpretation does contain a certain amount of truth. The ancient Egyptians were neither philosophically nor theologically minded. You hear that, right? And hence spiritual and religious values required an expression which was concrete. You know what the word, you know what the concrete is, right? And anthropomorphic. So it's both. See how the Egyptians, the interplay is back and forth from concrete, literal, right? and anthropomorphic. They can make things materialize. They can make things concrete, complex spiritual systems, way more complex than Christianity, Judaism, Islam. They say, nor can there be a doubt that to many of the common people, religion must have meant no more than a literal acceptance of the mythological gods. What he is saying here is that the gods that we have reduced to mythology, right, was literal to the daggone common people. And this is the source, Reggie, presented at the daggone debate, Tobin, and I'm trying to figure out why y'all act like he didn't. So for me, the fact that he presented these sources is why I say he won. And we'll add Jabari's source to the daggone table where he shows you three Neteru, and said this is an exception to the rule. He made that up. He didn't bring a source that says this is an exception to the rule. He said that and he scammed y'all right there. He did not show a source that says this was an exception to the rule. So you got a source that what he showed you was three Neteru that was literal. So I'm dropping a link, right? Come with elegance and grace, right? And this is what it is. This is why I felt like Reggie won. Because you only got to prove one. But he proved all the Neteru was literal because they on that Maneto's list and on that Torrance list. He also wrote some eloquent things from Reggie and how all is Neteru, and I explained all that to you. They really thought things were manifesting, bro. Do you know what something means to manifest? Literally things manifest. Now, as for the game they play and fake out with the falcon head and all that, listen, man, what I know about falcon heads and bear heads, they're totems and masks, and they contain literal spirits. That's African style. And I still wouldn't be surprised if human beings at 3000 BCE didn't literally think a damn falcon head was walking around. Now, I don't believe it. But like I said, people today believe that Jesus walked and died and came back with some holes in his hand, hungry. They believe it. Ask them. Huh. Hey, man, look, hit the Cash App. I do got a little video to play, too. I'm dropping it in. Let me see what this video got in it. Let me see what we got. I wonder what this is. Could this be infodecent? Let me see something here. Let me see. I can't hear it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. What the hell is going on right here? You know what? I ain't going to show. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I can't even find it. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, bro. Wait. Damn. Should I show this to y'all? Man, let me put these links in here real quick, man. I'm debating on whether I'm going to show this to y'all. We got 127 people in here, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, y'all talking. Y'all ain't going to hit that button, though. Y'all talking crazy. Y'all don't understand what's going on. Y'all probably sitting there thinking, I'm saying it was literal. Because, yeah, yo, hey, man, I ain't gonna say it. I'm going to say there's comprehension that needs to be had to understand what I'm saying. I'm going to say it one more time for y'all. When anthropologists and Egyptologists and archaeologists dig up ancient civilizations, it's a scientific study, y'all. Okay? It's part of science. Scientists don't claim to be able to prove and validate gods. Theologians, right, when they do the textual critique and learn about, they don't claim to be able to prove that Moses split the water. Do y'all get that? Okay. Simple. All right? So stop that. It's not about what I believe. It's not about what the Egyptologists and archaeologists believe. It's not about none of that. Okay? It's not about that. It's about what the damn people believe. Now, do I believe what they believe? No. I don't believe none of y'all. I don't believe none of y'all religion now or later. I don't believe the ancient religion. I don't believe none of that. I'm scientifically minded, but I don't gotta believe it. It's the conversations about the Neteru. And the only way we know about the Neteru is through the people that believed in it or didn't believe in it. See what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna keep saying it. But I'm gonna play this video. Let me drop this cash app first of all. And then we got some super chats to read, right? All right. Okay. Let me drop the cash app. Show some love, man. But it's Friday, man. We doing our thing, yo. We're getting y'all good material here to lead up to this debate tomorrow, man. All right. Okay. Here we go. This video is my personal touch on it, on what I seen, how I felt. Right? Don't got nothing to do with glazing, got nothing, because you can't call a source glazing. You can only defeat the source. It got nothing to do with my personal opinion at all. Because I don't believe none of the Egyptian stuff they be talking about. At all. I see you, Joel. I see you, Reggie. I see you, Paradigm Shift. I want to play this video. I don't want nobody. Hold on, I'm going to drop this again. Yeah, see this person? Look, you ain't put a super chat. This is how I know you ain't got no sense. Belief has nothing to do with what's literal. It's a, what? That's how you know Ankh is confused. See what I'm saying? See how he can't make that transition? See how he don't understand that? You get it? He don't get it. It's literal to the people. To the people that made it up. Not literal to me, the one that's studying it, or the anthropologist or the archaeologist. It's not literal to me. It's literal to what the people thought. There you go again. See, it's got to be. That's why y'all can't get scientific literacy half the time. Some of y'all do, some of y'all can't. That I get it. It's okay. So here's the video. We're going to play the video. Hold on. Shoot. Hold on. Shoot. Play this video and get y'all out. And then I'm going to let everybody on. Don't nobody go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't nobody go nowhere. I see you, Brother Lau. I see everybody in there. I don't want this to get mixed up with nothing. I see everybody. Don't move. I'm going to play this 2-second video. This a bombshell right here. Somebody sent me this. Somebody sent that video. Let me see what this video is saying. Look at here, look at here, look at here, look at here, look at here. Is this Infidisi? That's Infidisi. Oh, man. That's Infidisi. Let me see what Infidisi guys say. Oh, man. Come on now. Oh, no. All right. All right, y'all see the video? Let me play it. What is it doing, man? Why is it doing that? All right, here we go. Did you get... This says, oh, man. Jabari hide from the public what Infidisi said about the Neteru being literal. In this debate, Jabari can't exclude the elders' words on the Neteru being literal, right? And then use other things he said to deceive the community that the elder did not say what he said about the Neteru being literal. Here it go. Well, y'all keep y'all. I'd have used all the elders for sure. All right, here we go.
Elder Infidisi, Jehudimas. During this debate, both parties, myself and Jabari Asase, came to you and asked you what you thought about the Neteru were being literal. That's correct. And you gave me your answer. Did you give Jabari Asase the same answer, or did you change it?
No, I gave him the same answer I gave you. And he asked me the same question.
Okay, he asked you generally same question. Okay, so on the debate, he never showed what you said about it being literal. People can do that.
It's edited, you know. You have the right to edit what you want.
Right. So, but the fact of the matter is, you told him exactly what you told me, General.
Man, that's what's going on. What in the hell is going on? YouTube spin machine for Jabari just got checked. Y'all tripping.
Wow.
Really
Yo,
tried to chat. Hold on. Tried to cheat at the debate by hiding what Infodc told him. This was deceitful and disrespectful to everyone who came to the debate and the audience. And you know what? I don't want to be in all this. I don't want to be in all this, but that is wild. Damn, I thought, man, really? That's what we doing? Man, let me let the people speak, man. Let me let the people speak. I'm not messing with this, man. I put out my sources, what I thought. Let me talk to Joel. What's up, Joel? What's going on? I'm meeting up, Joel.
Peace. Peace to everybody on the panel.
How you doing,
Hey,
brother?
oh,
What's up?
hey, oh.
Mhm.
Forget what Infodici said,
Mm-hmm.
right? Forget what he said.
Right.
Look in your text message real quick.
All right.
Can you play that little video for me? Everybody bear with me. It's only 57 seconds long. Let's just give me 57 seconds. I want Unc to play that because like when people say what people believe and whether or not it's literal don't make a difference, it does make a difference. Because if you talk to a Christian, right? I'm a Christian. And if you ask me, in the Christian faith,
Mhm.
do we look at the Holy Spirit as being literal and real to us? Pick either one you want. Actual, real. I need you to pick a word. I'm going to say yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Christians view the Holy Spirit as being literal, actual, and real. So you can pick any one of the words you want. I don't care. I don't care. And if you go back to those folks, once Unc hit me with that Turing King's list thing with a guy Minuto, am I saying his name right?
Maneto.
When he broke that down, there's no getting around that. I'm not sure why Reggie didn't just jump on that and like never leave it. I'm not sure. Reggie got to do the debate, so he has his way of handling that. But that simply shows that they looked at it as real, they looked at it as actual, and they looked at it as literal. All three.
Yeah.
Now I can't tell a man, like I said, I can't tell a man how to debate. He got to do his debate like he do his debate. But if he would have stood on that like that, it was a wash for Jabari.
Yeah.
Because we cannot, in our Western way of thinking, rewrite how those Africans looked at their spiritual system. That's just not fair to them folks. So I want Jabari does a real good job at explaining how they looked at it. Go ahead and play that.
All right.
You want to go to Zali?
Jabari, did those energies that existed, did they ever take human form or some type of physical form and walk and teach with the humans, with the people? That's what we're trying to get at. Would you agree that those energies that you don't have a problem with, did those energies ever manifest into some type of physical being and walk and talk and guide the actual humans? That's
here's the deal. The only time that would happen is if that energy embodies into a human being. It is possible that someone can be filled with energy and for a moment do the work of a deity, but no. Does that mean the forces of the universe literally they become molecules and they harden and become an entity? No, I don't believe that actually ever happened.
What? Man, stop it.
That's all you need. That's all you need. He said he said the individuals can embody the energy and do the work of that. That's the same thing I'm gonna tell you about the Holy Spirit and the Christian faith. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
So there you go. This way of looking at God has never left the human population. It's still here with us today. All right, I'm done. I'm going on mute.
All right, man. A done deal. That's what I was trying to get you to understand. Like, bro, like it's confusing. And I know you're an intelligent person. Like I'm trying to figure out what's kind of confusing you. I know Jabari confused me with Reggie lying on Reggie saying he wrote a daggone scholarly paper. He had me arguing over, yo, damn, he did source the scholarly paper, right? Reggie said, yo, I never wrote a paper, yeah. It just
If
was.
I told you, hey, I see the Olympics, I see a brother swimming fast. If I say that brother was swimming like a fish, does that mean he's swimming like a fish? I mean, is he a fish now, or what? How does it? People talk in parables like that. They. That's how they communicate, man. That's how we communicate.
I got it. So the Egyptians.
That's not what they were doing, though. That's not what they were doing.
Hold on for a minute, Joe. The Egyptians spoke in parables, and they also spoke literal. This is called traditional Africa. You get it? I know you got to get that, bro. You're real intelligent. They did both.
Can I speak for a second?
No, Reggie, I don't want you to muddy my water because I don't got nothing. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This is my take on it. Then I'm gonna let you get in it. They're gonna swear I'm hating. I'm not hating. I'm making my point clear. Come on, done deal. Do you understand that? Me and you think what we want to think, bro. You want to know some people out there that think it's fish, though, just for the record, they believe it. And guess what we say? We say they crazy, right? Right? I think a Christian is crazy to think that Jesus died and came back to life and wants some food and couldn't even have it. You see?
What I was trying to say yesterday to you, all I was trying to say to you yesterday was it wasn't about what they thought. The goalpost, I wouldn't say the goalpost moved, but the premise, he was arguing from a different perspective. His perspective was saying, what were the African people believing? But the debate wasn't about what the African people were believing. It was about are the Neterus literal? That's all it was. It wasn't about how they thought about it.
Hold on. So, so now we got that, right? You heard what you just said. You know you can't back away from what you just said, right?
I said what I said. Yeah.
Let me repeat it so we know that the audience understands what you said was the debate was about are they literal to us?
Are they literal? I didn't say to us. Are they literal?
So it's got to be literal to somebody. Somebody has to.
Who you speaking? Who you speaking about? To?
Yeah, who was you talking to? Who think they literal? See?
Who thinks they literal?
Right. Who would the who be?
There are put it like this. People, the wind, the power of the sun, the water, the mountains. Those are literal things. People think those things are literal. Mm-hmm. Like if Adushi was saying,
what people?
The Kemetic people, the African people, they did believe.
How you know? You going back to the African people now? Okay.
No, hold on.
He all over the place.
I'm not all over the place.
Hey, La got to go to work. He got to go back to work. He on his lunch break.
What I'm trying to say
is, hold on, La, I got you 1 second.
What I got from what Ifedishi was saying was that these are name symbols that are supposed to represent the powers, the principles in the Kemetic system. That's what he was trying.
I know from who though? Coming from who?
Coming from the Kemetic people. Yeah, I agree with you.
I think we'll stop right there. Go ahead, Brother Lau. No, I got you. Brother Lau, I gotta go. Go ahead, Brother Lau. What's up, man?
I peace. First and foremost, as always, peace and blessings to everybody in the chat as well as your families and on the panel. I actually just jumped on because I was looking in the chat and Brother Jabari said he had a bone to pick with me. So I told him that I was going to be getting on at 12 o'clock because I was taking lunch at 12. But now, since I just saw that clip and I also heard the clip that you just prior showed before that, I mean, what do I have to say?
Nothing. It is what it is. That's what the people thought.
And that's why I put in the chat stating alleviating all religion, Judaism, Hebrew Israelites, Islam, Christianity, primarily, all the Neterus literal. So a master teacher who was just shown just now said exactly that.
I mean, shoot. Done
But
deal.
they keep glazing over that part, though. They glazing over
Done-
that. These people not trying to hear that. They don't want to hear what he actually said. That's
And
why they don't want to accept that
brother,
Reggie was wrong.
brother, I concur with you 110%. That's why I also put in the chat. People gonna believe whatever they want to believe.
Look at this. Read this. I like stuff like this. Watch this. Look, this how they not comprehended. That's why we just need. Look, it say doesn't matter who. That's crazy. Empirical evidence doesn't need someone to validate it. I thought Unc was scientifically literate. So that's why I understand what's going on. Yo, most people have like a 5th grade or 4th grade reading level and comprehension, right? And so intelligent people comprehend it as, well, when a scientific study actually goes to Egypt in the form of Egyptology, anthropology, and archaeology, right? They don't go in with a belief system.
Right.
Yet no one can actually empirically prove any damn God while we talking about it. Nobody can. It's not about what the empirical evidence can validate or not. It's about what the culture says. The culture is indigenous African culture. An indigenous African spiritual social system says that the daggone land was ruled by the Neteru, by the gods, by the demigods, by the spirits. They believe that. Empirical evidence says mythology. Why can't they make that separation? It's called 5th grade reading level, bro. You can't conquer that. If you can't read and can't comprehend, man, listen, man. The only reason we having problems right here, yo, on this, man, the only reason we having problems is this.
They knew those niggas couldn't read when they couldn't understand. Would have, as did, alongside and purely. Misrepresent Webster. Misreading paragraphs and send instructions.
Hey.
Niggas can't read, they bluffing.
Yeah.
Talking super wild, they nothing. You playing, I'm guffing, acting aggressive, bluffing. Why you playing? I was hustling. I've been retired, cattle rustler. Mills off the muscle.
Man, they can't read, yo, and I can't help that, yo. I'm not calling them. And when I say read, I mean
Some brothers can't read, they bluffing.
Bluffing. Yeah. I'm retired.
Can I add? I promise I won't mess up your part, Ankh. Can I?
Yeah,
add?
I want Rod Kepper to come in. You last, Reggie, because you're a caller. You don't got nothing to do with this at all. Go ahead, Rod.
Well, like you say, he got me with the evidence. Me myself, I wouldn't have used Manito, but he was born in Egypt. You know, he did a lot to destroy. You know, but I would have used him as that source. But Baba
Reggie did use.
Right, Baba Heru, rest his soul. But Infidisi, what he said, when he used Sister Raketi's information, that was it for me. You know what I'm saying? And when I looked up the word literal, the etymology of the word, it is what it is. And like Sarnetta tried to box me in with myth the other day. Look up the etymology. Only time that word myth became something false was in the 1800s. Other than that, it was what it was. And all you got to do is look up the etymology of the word, bro. Reggie, you won it hands down, brother. Celebrate yourself, brother. It's all love. We know you won, so I think it's time to dead that horse.
No, the horse is dead when y'all try to learn about a daggone religion. When y'all try to put y'all African American spin on it. When y'all try to tell a Christian what he believe or not, it's a damn belief, yo.
Therein lies the problem right there.
Right. You gonna tell a daggone Christian that God didn't walk on earth and died and resurrected. You can't argue with him. It's his belief.
Right. If that's his belief, then that's his belief. But see, a lot of us over here, we went to the no. So now we don't believe these things. We know these things. And me being a West African, Mende, Belante, and crew, I'm going to go on traditional teachings of my ancestors. So like I say, Reggie with the ancestors, brother, you did a great job. You stood on their shoulders and you made them proud. Black African motherfucking power. Reggie, you my Ali.
Thank you.
What's up, Reggie? What's up, Reggie? Don't mess up my broadcast.
Well, I'm not gonna mess up your show.
If you don't got a cigar, I don't want to hear.
Yeah.
You're a terrible. I want to let you know you're a terrible winner, yo. Horrible.
Yeah, you are,
No,
Reggie. You're a
Horrible,
terrible
Reggie.
winner, brother.
Yeah,
well,
horrible winner. Just for the record,
I
horrible.
know, but people counted me out from day one, and I proved them wrong. What
And
I
you
want to
next,
say
Reggie.
about
Go ahead.
some of the sources that you brought out. Okay, so Manetho is talking to a Greek audience. He is one of the last indigenous African priests, real indigenous African priests, right? Uh, and he has with him what he believes, the annals, and he reports that in Greek. And then in the Greek world, later with the Christian world, they read what Manetho says. Manetho has debates with them. So the Eusebius and others, they read it, so it's literal. That he literally said it. That's literally their belief, right? And the Christians now uh, don't want to accept it. But it doesn't matter if they want to accept it or not. The fact of the matter is that they read it, they understood exactly what he was saying, and it wasn't in the symbolic metanetia. It was in Greek. So my opponent could not play those games with symbolisms, right? Because he took it out of the symbolism and he wrote it in another language. Uh, I also talked about Vincent Tobin in the debate where he says that the populace, the common people, literally believed this,
I
right?
showed it. I showed that
Yes.
source. I showed
That's
it.
why I'm not messing up your show. So now it's so then I also mentioned, of course, Dr. Mario Beatty, who literally said that the Akhenaten symbolized himself.
Yeah.
He symbolized himself of the Aten and the Akhet, right? So Dr. Mario Beatty, he agreed with, first of all, he made a literal statement. It's published. That was his ideas. Now,
Mm-hmm.
so with three sources that I can name off the top of my head, and I have others, right? My opponent gave you not one slide that says the Neteru were not literal. He did a lot of tap dancing. He did a lot of spin. But the thing that bothers me the most about this is that he is a Kemetic high priest. But we have someone who's higher than him. That's Infidisi Jehudimas and Dr. Ricchetti. I brought in their direct statements. Now, the video that you just played, and I have much more. I only just gave you that. Infidisi to two parties gave the same information. He gave the same information, but what my opponent did not do was put the information that Infidisi Jehudimas gave to the audience for his statement. So now, when a person does not do that and then claims to use other statements, but not that statement, then that messes up the integrity of the debates. So there you have it now. He did not put it up. Infidisi said he gave it to him. He recorded it, and he did not put it up. Right. So now the high priest has messed up the integrity of the debates because he tried to exclude something that someone said for the purposes of winning a debate. Now I have more, but I think this is a great show. People keep going on. It's not about what the ancient Egyptians believed. Well, we have their statements in their writings. If we didn't have their statements and writings of what they believe, we wouldn't be here at all. So saying the debate wasn't about what the ancient Egyptians believed is trash.
Cat.
And then the second part of it is
It's
literal.
all about what they believe, Reggie.
Right. I can't believe that.
What
Who was
literal
right?
means, you have to go back. What literal means is the original meaning of the word. The original meaning of the word. You can only get the original meaning of the word from the lexicon, from Erdman and Grapho. You can get it from Vigus. You can get it Faulkner. You can get it Gardner. You can get it from people who translated the documents and then made commentary. It was Mr. Osaze's position for him to go to those people and say that the Neteru were not divine agents, right? They even to say that they were not God, but to find something that says that they were not literal. Now, what Mr. Asaze's big problem is that he's attacking the mere fact that they were writing. Prior to them being writing, they used figures and symbolism, talking, and we know that it was the same thing because some of those figures and symbols we can actually find in a later literal text. Now, my last comments on this, and then I am going to go. And I got squared up, so you know what that means. So, so the issue is Mr. Osade excluded information from the public only to win a debate or to try to win a debate. Now it's found out that he's excluding. So once you exclude documents, you go to someone, you ask them for a recording, and you exclude the documents. And then people might say, well, we don't want to hear what Infadici has to say. Infadici, expert meta-nature teacher. Dr. Richetti, expert meta-nature teacher. Jabari, lower beginner, trash in the meta-nature. Trash. So now then he's asking us to exclude all of our grades and only listen to him, right? But now you all see, and I have much more. So my final word, Mr. Sade, I'm not giving him any title except for Mr. Sade. He deceived the public by not mentioning what Infadici told him when he did record it. Infadici said he recorded it. He did not use it for the debate. So I'm going to listen to Dr. Richetti. I'm going to listen to Dr. Theophilo Benga. I'm going to listen to Infadici as I'm going to listen to Baba Bonacci. Baba Bonacci asked him for a paper on the Neteru, which he never gave. Now, some of you people who are his fans, you can stay his fans, but please know that his methodology is trash, right? He's a great debater using rhetoric, but when it comes to actually integrity, it's no longer to me the shrine of Ma'at. It's the shrine of spinning lies and leaving out information from people who are much better than he is. That's my last words on this. I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to go. I got some things to do today. I want to thank all the people who supported me and the people who did not, the people who are making these bad arguments, right? Now that you know the truth, you have to live with that in your heart. You have to live with the fact that you will not deal with the actual reality that he massaged and edited to win a debate. And now Sarnetta, at some point, Sarnetta has to deal with this because it's the integrity of his platform. Ankh has to deal with this because if he talks to people like Mr. Osaze, he can't believe nothing that Osaze says because we have actual proof that Mr. Osaze misled the public by weeding out what Infadici said and then using other points of Infadici, what he said, to win his point but not agreeing. So the issue is really between Mr. Osaze and the master teachers. Now with Brother Reggie, the debate is over, except for please buy the tickets to the debate so that you can see it. I'm not going to get up here and say that I won, but what I am going to say is I put hands and feet on him.
You're not going to say you won? What you mean you ain't going to say you
put
won?
belt the ass on Reggie. You put belt the ass on him.
No, I let the people say that, but I put hands and feet, and what I am doing right now is I'm telling you about he has no integrity. He has no integrity. So for him to go in a whole debate where I put not one slide talking about his directly his reputation, he goes and put a donate for food. Who does that in a professional debate? That could cause a fight. Who does that? That could cause a fight. We don't do that. Then he goes up and says to my elder, Dr. Richetti, that I want to kill all shrines. No, I do not want to kill
You're going too far now, man. You're doing too much, man.
Okay, well, I'm close. I don't want to do that, but I do want. There are many good temples and shrines that teach what the ancestors teach. At least they give it a good shot. His shrine, the shrine of metaphysical spinning lies, has been exposed. Y'all can stay with him. Y'all can bang on the chat, but guess what? The elders now know what he did. And that's more important. So there's other shrines like in temples like the Shrine of Anu. I've never had a problem with them, right? There is Patasi Kasor, never had a problem with him. There's Asar Ka, never had a problem with him. I don't even have a problem with Muta Ashby. Why? Because they just tell you what they believe. But this dude who calls himself the high priest, lied to the public. So we'll talk about it more. I got much more video. I got much more video clips because the elders are really honest about what they said, right? They're not going to weigh in the East Fed, but they are going to say what they said. So that Shrine of Ma'at is that online shrine. It's an online shrine. It's not a physical shrine. It's in your imagination. It's daggone sure not really literal. Well, it's real, but guess what? It's really not actual. And you could take that. All right. Thank you so much, Ankh. I'm going to shut down the computer.
Don't jump off, Reggie. Don't jump off, Reggie or Ankh.
I'm here.
The question that I have for both of you gentlemen is this, and all the brothers on the panel as well. When the debate was over, I asked Jabari, because he was pushing towards symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him specifically this. Do you or do you not believe from everything that you presented, is straddling the fence more so leaning towards esoteric? And he said yes.
He did.
Yes, and when I went and rewatched the one with Tahuti, and Tahuti brought out that book, The 11 Laws of God, I have that book also. That is coming from the Rosicrucians, and Jabari tried to dance all around that shit, because that's where he get his study from. He did not want Tahuti to talk bad about that brother who wrote that book.
Well, I know I don't believe none of it, but as far as somebody playing a video of a state or cutting a video up, they can cut it like they want to cut it up. You know what I mean? You don't got to play that. Do what you need to do. But
yeah, but don't cheat the people. He cheating the people if you cut the video short.
I mean, inflated. I wouldn't. I'm saying, I'm saying he a priest though. Y'all don't care. So I don't know what to say, bro. I can't. No, I'm hating if I say something. It's crazy, man.
Well, lately we all been hating.
And that's why I said for myself, I'm not gonna say nothing no more. That video that Reggie just showed just now is so profound and it's clear as day.
It's crazy, bro. But I mean, hey, I don't understand how a priest of Egypt don't believe like the priests in Egypt.
I don't get it either. If you believe, if you in the know and you follow that, then that should be a part of your teachings.
I thought in Rome, do what the Romans do, right?
Yeah, there you go. No, there you go. When you in Western society, do what Western society do. He's fashioning it. Listen to me. He's fashioning it. Oh, this thing's bugging out. Hold on. He's fashioning
a Greek sorority for what that shit called fraternity. He comes out of Greek fraternity too. I remember when he first came up on stage. He had all the Greek shit behind him. Now you don't see none of that.
Hear me out. When you're in Rome, I like that statement. When you're in Rome, do what Rome do. Okay, so we're in Western society, you do what Western society do. So you try to fashion whatever your faith system is to be as closely acceptable to what we do in Western society. Nobody who most of us are in here West Central Africans, right? We just happen to be born in America and made our own group up. So, but if we bring our religion from West Africa over to here, all of us running from it. Unless they fashion it to fit like a Christian looking type religion, or Islam type religion, which looks like a Christian type religion. But anyway, you get my point. Unless we make it look like something we are used to, we all gonna flee. We gonna flee.
You said it, brother. Don't say Christianity. Let's keep it on. Let's keep it Islam. Well,
to me, it's common sense.
Punching
to me, it's common sense.
Here.
I'm saying, to me, it's common sense. Can I hear me?
Yeah, bro.
So,
our brothers be good, man.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Peace, brother.
All right, brother.
Let me show y'all something here, man. I'm talking to you right now, Don. You seem to be intelligent in your everyday life. And when you jump on here, you lose it. You just lose it. Yeah, you do. It's funny as hell. I'm trying to figure out what is it, yo?
Nah, I'm finna say something.
No, hold on. You know I'm scientifically literate, right? So you know I don't believe that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then what the hell do you think I'm saying? I bet you can't explain what I'm saying. See, that's how I know you understand me. If you can explain what I'm saying, right, then I know you know what I'm saying. You just ignoring it and say the hell with you, huh? I ain't mad at that.
Look, I was giving you and Red props just yesterday. The one thing I did say was it's not far-fetched to believe, and it's probably common sense to believe that the people back in those days, some of them probably did think it was literal. No different than.
Thank you. So what the hell? Thank you. So what more is it? Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me finish because it makes sense because I mean look at the Pope right now. He walking around damn near a European goddamn Neteru today, right? I'm just saying.
Peace, Don. Hey, peace to God Killer. Good job. And to all you
that's a good point. That's facts.
Hey, Don,
all you sycophants and all you
it took days. Hold on, Reggie. It took days to get done just to see that. I ain't trying to get in the pick and choose, but damn, at least get that part together. Thank you. I was kind of loose faith. I was like, man, I want to be intelligent. What is going on?
I see it. No, I can see it. I'm just saying. Are the Netters literal was the debate topic, not what they believe though. That's my main thing. Yeah, that's all I was saying.
I know literal for who though.
Right, and it don't matter if they literal to us, as long as it was literal to them.
Don't come in. Literal
if
to
he wanted
who,
to say that, he should have put that as part of the
question.
Do we believe they are?
Let me mute you out, bro. You gotta mute out because you talking over
Okay, hey, peace, Ankh. I gotta go. Thank you.
Appreciate you, bro. Hey, Don.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Reggie, before you go.
Literal to who? Somebody got a question for you, Reggie. Don, literal to who? Who you thought the question was to us? Let me get this straight, Don.
It was a generalized question.
For who? So okay.
Open-ended question to the universe. What are the Netters literal?
I like that. So watch this. At that point, if you thought that it was an open question for us, crazy ass African Americans who ain't never been to Egypt or ain't never studied the Egyptian religion, and we give an answer, and then you picked who said it best out the debate, yeah, you wild as me, bro. You gotta stop it. Relax.
Okay, I heard the question, and I'll see if I want to answer it.
Hold on, Reggie. Just hold on, Reggie. Don, you get my point, right, Don? Then we wild.
I follow you, man. I follow you. I'm just saying it was a different perspective. If the debate was if the Jabari was debating what the people in Kemet, believe, then that'll be a different debate. He would have won hands down. He would have won the debate.
Thank you.
But it wasn't about that. It wasn't about that though. It was about all the Netters literal.
No, it was about whatever we all thought. You get it? Like, okay, I like what you're thinking. You get what I'm thinking, but this is what you can do. Watch this. As a person just saying it's about what we thought, then why even go to the Egyptian language? What's the point in that? Answer the question, yo. So you stuck. Jabari got you stuck.
No, we're not stuck. We're not stuck. As you said before, man, even what's his name? The Hootie came on there. He was trying to, start a new debate topic with Jabari, and they were reading Neteru on the screen together. And he was trying, and part of the issue was it was reading Ra. It was showing Ra the sun. They were showing Ra the script. Sometimes they were saying Ra can be literal, and sometimes Ra can be metaphorical.
Yeah.
Part of the context of the script. So sometimes you have to read the script to understand the context that they were talking about.
I know who made it. Hold on. Thank you for now. You qualified why Reggie won because you just said if it was that he won, and then you just explained it. Of course,
Hold on
bro.
a second. My headphones is messing up.
Go
ahead.
No, I said you just
Before Reggie goes, if I could ask him a question, brother.
you gonna stop cutting off, bro. You just got up here, yo. You got Cedric in front of you, people in front of you, yo. That's madness.
I don't know,
Okay,
but,
I gotta
but
go. I'm sorry. I'll do it on another show. I do.
Yeah, he said
definitely
he's gonna
gotta
do
go.
it on another show. He's gonna do it on another show. I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to talk to Don. I was like, nah, I know Don always sharp. Yo, what is going on? Hey, Don, the fact that you got to go to a text, an Egyptian text, and figure out the context of what they saying proves all our point, yo. Because you still got to go back to them. And then you can fight what they didn't mean literal. I get that. I'm comfortable with that. Oh, they ain't mean it, they ain't mean it. Okay, no problem. Because they meant both. That's my whole point from day one in this debate. But guess who said it wasn't both? Reggie said it was both, right? People that study traditional Africa said it was both. Jabari said it wasn't both. And that's my issue with Jabari, and y'all don't get it. Remember I came up here and say, hey, yo, did African people think that the ancestors literally come back? What'd he say, yo?
What's that again? I'm sorry.
I said the ancient Africans think that when the ancestor died, sometimes they literally come back in the form of the baby that was born in the village. Did I say that? You remember that conversation?
Yep.
And what did that man say? He argued me down.
He said they don't come back literally. And he started questioning. He was saying
He said, do they take the baby to the wife and say, here's your husband? Get the heck out of here.
That was funny.
So watch this, bro. So watch this. Since I do understand traditional African religion, right? And most people don't. Most people understand New Age religion and don't know they're doing it. Right? Remember, I was real close to that code. I was right in that area, goddamn it. I know about all the esoteric and all that stuff, bro. The metaphysical, Phil Valentine. That's the information I started with, right? So I know all that, right? I was like, Jabari, why are you doing that, bro? They really believe that. He gonna argue me down. Yo, I'm gonna have a priest come up here to tell you, like they really believe that right now, bro. Why we gotta take their beliefs away? To start believing like white people believe.
I don't think it's what he was trying to do, man. Come on, man.
No. Hey, bro, listen. Whenever you start saying, watch this. Just catch what I'm saying. Whenever you start saying that the ancient African religion, they did not literally think this or they didn't think that. That's African Americans talking, bro. That's where we at because we follow New Age religion where Christ is the mystical coming of the age of Aquarius and all that. I know you know all that, bro. That's the New Age religion, bro. We look veganism, chakras in Egypt. Hey, the quote unquote, it's people right now in that chat that think the chakras is in Egypt. And I'm gonna show you how these shrines toward that. It's people right now think it's a such thing as Egyptian yoga, yo. They will cuss me out in that chat, yo.
That's bullshit, yeah, for sure.
That's not indigenous African belief. You get it? So people get, watch this, yo. Watch this. This is the part that infuriates me and why I get out of control sometimes, yo. People holler to the top of their voice and say, we don't accept the white man's religion. We want to go back to nature. Top of their voice. And they get away from Islam.
Lies.
Right? And then guess what they do? They pick up New Age religion with the spiritual forces, metaphysical, occult stuff coming from Madame Blavatsky and them and don't know it. And then they talk tough to me. Yo, I get infuriated because I see it. I be like, whoa, bro. That's the part that hurt me, bro. So on the screen, right?
That's the only way they'll practice it, though, huh?
They don't really do it because they don't want to do all that. They scared. They really want to go back to Jesus. The legend of Poli, Aha, and Pele. I'm going to show you how Hawaiians believe. Literally. In nearly every culture, fire, ice have been opposing forces of equal strength, trapped in a never-ending battle. Hawaiian culture is no different. Snow is embodied by the snow goddess deity, Poli'a, who made her home upon Mauni K. She is said to be the most well-known of the four Kupa that live on the mountain. Literally. Which are human beings, watch this, with supernatural powers that don't have the status of gods. It's a fire and lava are embodied by the goddess deity Pele, who resides in Halimia Uma crater in Kisali. These people believe that, bro. Y'all told me the people don't believe that is wild.
Yesterday I was saying everybody gotta have their heroes, man. It ain't too far fetched to believe that everybody has to have their heroes, man. Every culture got their heroes.
So I just wanted to make that point. That's all I wanted to do. I want to show you that there's human beings, there are traditions that literally believe it. And guess what? No matter what y'all new age religion teach y'all, them damn Africans ain't no different. Y'all trying to play and not Christians and not Hebrews because they believe in all kind of wild stuff. But if you practice traditional African religion, Egyptian religion, they wild too. It was the new age religion that took out all those types of beliefs and formulated their own set of beliefs for those Egyptians. Remember, right? They said that Egypt was the mother of all religions. Cap. Like a nigga can't believe somewhere in America without the Egyptians. Cap. See, y'all don't know how y'all getting tricked. Y'all actually practice white man. It's fun. That's why I don't do it. I don't do no religion. I ain't doing it. Wow to me. Because y'all half confused. And nobody gonna understand what I'm saying. They gonna act like I'm saying something I'm not saying and mistakenly say what I didn't say. They're not gonna get it because they read on a daggone 5th grade reading level, yo. And it takes comprehension to know that just because I'm saying that the ancient Egyptians said that the Neteru was literal at sometimes metaphysical, sometimes, right? Don't mean I gotta believe it for them to believe it. It's the craziest thing ever. Anyway,
let me ask you this real quick. Let me ask you a question.
What?
Do you believe that civilization would be what it is right now without religion, without the start of a spiritual?
Hell no, we be dead, yo, because we wouldn't believe nothing. We got ate up by the animals. And then you gotta have a way to like imprint ideas that can get carried on. You don't got no writing yet. So it's storytelling, it's mythological beliefs. Sometimes you get, it's like, I give you a good one, like the three pigs. Right? It's a teaching tool to teach you, you know what I'm saying? Be ready for when danger comes. Don't build your foundation on straw. Don't build your foundation on wood because all that's going to get burned down. Huff and puff and blew down. Build it on something that's solid. So I come in the community trying to give y'all something solid and all y'all do is crack jokes and talk crazy. And then people will come on the panel, right? And you know I love the women, right? I appreciate what the sisterhood do. But there's still a conversation to be had that when any person comes on a panel, they have to be accurate. You can't just spew off anything because you're a high priest or a high priestess or a man or a woman. Because at that point, I'm thinking in my head, I got to figure out because it's 8 to 80 blind, crippled, crazy, male or female. But there's a certain way you just can't bulldoze sisters because then you wild. You got to let them burn themselves out a little bit and just say, yo, why can't you just include Jabari and all that too? Shouldn't Jabari make peace? Shouldn't everybody make peace? I'm at peace with Jabari. Me and Jabari ain't like that. We can go dinner anytime. We ain't tripping. He don't like what I say because I expose certain scientific religious ideas, meaning that there's a scientific process that understands of a culture religion. It's called anthropology, and I stick to that. He know that I know that he know that I know that he found a new age chakra and all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? He got a degree from that place.
Wow.
No, he got a degree from that. You know that, right? I ain't make that up, right? Am I correct? Am I making it up, Don? Did I make it up, Don?
I don't know about the chakras with his shrine, or I don't know how that, you know.
Don, you said what, Don?
I know. The first time I heard about chakras and Jabari was through Inky on that when he was talking about chakras. That's the first time I heard about that. So I don't know nothing about that part of it.
You wait a minute. I thought y'all. Hold on. You didn't know that? Here, let me show you.
That's the school where he got his degree from.
You thought I made that up? I made this up.
Nah, I didn't say you didn't.
See, why you do that, bro? You could have just agreed and we could have moved on. You messed up.
That's the metaphysical science, yo. What University of Metaphysical Science? Is it a such thing as that for real? You really, bro? Here you go, yo. You got a master of divinity, yo. Yeah, they teach chakras. Yeah, yo, I can show you. We can go to they teach chakras. They got a degree here, yo.
They teach the chakra in the curriculum don't necessarily mean that's what he was absorbed in. That's just something that they actually.
No, I'm not saying he teach chakras. I'm saying he got a degree from a metaphysical place.
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
Oh, so you can't walk up into a college and get a job off this degree right here, yo.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is one of them Dr. Delbert Blair things right here.
No, that's Delbert Blair. But listen, yeah, and then you know what y'all say, Ankh is throwing a shot. I ain't throwing no shot. I'm simply big up in this metaphysical degree. And I can hear it in the people. Don't be mad at me. Don't hate. Look, don't hate me, hate the game. This is not hate.
That's cold up.
Hey, yo, so when people so y'all don't think a shock was on this website, yo? You don't think this is what they do? Y'all tripping, yo. I could find. You know what? I ain't even gonna do that. I'm a chill out. Yeah, yo. But anyway, yo, this is what it is, yo. It's a community. He graduated from me. He's working on his doctorate in metaphysics, yo. I don't know what the hell you're gonna do with that. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, and it's not hate. I'm simply saying what it is, bro.
He gonna teach us metaphysics. He gonna have us run around getting crystals and shit again.
Yeah, if y'all want to believe in that, y'all can. Seriously. You know what I mean? If y'all want to do that, hey, it's fine. If y'all want to know about traditional Africa, where they really sacrifice animals, yo, where they really do all that and have an altar and have graveyard and have all that in their traditions, yo, do that too.
They ain't doing all that. You doing too far now.
See, they scared. See, remember, this community joked me for letting them know that I practice a traditional religion. Remember, they joked me, my altar and all that. Look at you, that's blood on that altar. I showed the blood on the altar, the blood on the stick. Before I went to debates, I would have that stick.
Is that the Gorilla Gate?
That's something totally different. Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, they mixed all that in. That's part of it. So I actually practice a traditional religion so I wouldn't be afraid of it. Because as African Americans, we afraid of the blood and the sack. We think it's something evil about it. So I had to get that out of my mind, right? And that helped me move forward in my atheism, right? Because most of us are actually afraid of traditional religion. So they make these metaphysical religions that they can handle. It's more palatable for them. Where they can put their little candle right there. Put a little piece of steak, little bit on the plate, put a couple of statues.
That's the point I was making earlier. Oh, that's the point I was making earlier.
Yeah, my ancestors on this altar put the picture. Yeah. You don't want the blood altars where you gotta feed the blood. You don't want that. See?
Nah, we don't want that. You ain't lying about that. I ain't gonna say that right. We don't want none of that.
Right, well, I don't want none of that. So I get it. So don't play with the people. Say this is African American Egyptian religion. And they be cool with it. Because they sure as hell wasn't walking around no tekken. It's called a tekken or obelisk or a ben. That's a penis. I ain't got men walking around a penis with no incense burner. That's not a real Egyptian thing. You know what I'm saying? That's an African American New Age thing. Madam Bavowski, Delbert Blair, and all them. I ain't mad. That's why when y'all hear me say I ain't got no damn elders. I don't got none. Why I don't got none? Because they wasn't there yet. We represent the generation that's there. Meaning we scientifically literate, right? We may have a religion, but we know what it is. We know how to separate. We know what an indigenous religion is, and we know what a new age religion is. We know all the pieces to the puzzle, and we live our life. We ain't have elders like that. Because they was in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, and they was in wild oppression. We understand why they made it what they made them, did what they did. They wasn't allowing you to go to bathrooms. If you was white, you couldn't go here. If you was black, you couldn't go there. It was crazy. You couldn't. The library was segregated. You got raggedy books. You had to do that. Now we're part of these fields now. We don't got to do none of that. Some people right now is still fighting as if they was in the 50s and 60s. You hear them say it. We at war. You be like, what? Nigga, you ain't on YouTube. You ain't at war. They still fighting a war, yo. And then go to work and get a check from white people telling me they fighting the war. Ah, man, y'all went for it. Crazy.
Brain stuck in the Japanese mountains.
Brain stuck it like Hiru. He was the Egyptian that went on ahead and no, he was the daggone Japanese that kept fighting the war. 15 years later, Hiru's still fighting for the Japanese. You know what I'm saying? And the islands. They had to come get him. He's shooting people. He had about 5, 6, 7 people with him. Like 4 of them died getting shot in people's backyards, still fighting the war, still thinking they fighting America. Crazy. They had to get a royal decree from the emperor to say, your war's over with. So we need
put the tanks up and they still banging.
So we need a royal decree for these Pan-African groups, from these people that think they rule. You right now, you got people in America walking around talking about they a sheik, a more sheik, a more.
Do you think religion or spirituality or both, if that you want to do that, do you believe that they evolved with society? They change over time according to the people?
Yes.
So maybe we're not in a position where maybe we evolve past a point where we need to slit those throats and kill boys and things like that, right?
It ain't palatable. That's why Christianity was so good, because you ain't had to do that no more. You do one sacrifice and is in heaven. You're right, bro. But I'm saying, but don't talk to me.
There you go.
Stuff. That's the point I'm making. Then don't talk to me about I'm not writing what I'm saying, because I am. I can respect that religion has evolved past making sacrifices. I get it, bro. But not in Africa. They still making sacrifices. So don't trick the people as if I'm the guy making up stuff. You get it? That's my point. What's up, Sean? You sound like you got something on your mind. We want to hear you out.
Man, we had this conversation, man. You make it hard for us to look at this channel, man. You run your mouth on shit that just doesn't make sense, man. You continue to talk about this. Hold on, man. Hold on.
I'm gonna mute you out. Hey, listen, you can't cuss. You can express yourself, but you can't cuss. Now I'm gonna unmute you. And
man, he came in hot, boy. God damn.
Let me get this off the screen. Let me put you on the screen. Hold on. I'm gonna let you be the guy. Go ahead, brother. Say your point. Make it hard for you to watch the channel. You just don't gotta watch my show. Watch the channel, but don't watch my show. Go ahead. Hold on. You gotta unmute yourself. Go ahead, brother.
Like I said, man. I mean, you make it hard for people to watch and learn, man. You come in with these bully tactics. It's like you trying to hide something. I don't know what it is, man, but every time you come on, you come up with these interruptions, these bully tactics, and people don't want to be around that. You associate it with too much good stuff for you to act like you do, man. I just don't understand that, bro. You are a very prominent person in the community, but you don't act like it. You act like a 2-year-old kid. You and Reggie, man. I mean, I get so tired of you hearing y'all talk about Jabari. I mean, god damn, man, get y'all, excuse me, but get y'all shit together. I mean, get y'all something popping and leave this man alone. That is very, I don't want to say that word, but I'm just saying it's just not man-like to keep somebody talking.
I'm talking, nigga. I'm saying don't say it.
Hey, here we go with it. Here we go with that. You know,
almost.
I'm just saying, can I talk? Can I talk?
No, you can't.
Can I get it off?
No, you can't.
I get it off?
Who's talking? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, don't come up here.
Here we go.
Trying to evaluate my situation with a woman. Don't even act like you about to say it, and then call me the bully when I cuss you out. See what I'm saying? Don't do it. So continue.
Yeah, you sneak this in. You sneak this in and expect not to get a reaction.
You can have your opinion. It's fine, right? And maybe there's some things I need to work on, Deshaun. Right? Maybe I do act childish at times. I don't disagree to that. Right? Because I act that way because people act like they in the 3rd grade. So I got to come down to their level at times because y'all don't care. So tell the people what I'm actually hiding, bro. You tell me what I'm hiding. Go ahead. Get your thing off.
I don't know what you're hiding, but sometimes it's unbearable to hear you because you continue to talk about men all the time.
Yeah,
the debate is over, bruh. If Reggie won, why are y'all continue to talk about it?
All right. Let me say this, yo. I apologize. I'm actually advertising. You just
That
say
ain't
it.
apologizing. You're not
No, you
sincere
said,
about that,
hold on, we
brother.
talking.
We
Hold on.
talked about this last time, and you
I'm
said
gonna mute you out because you talking me to death now. Now we're engaged in a conversation. I gave you a smell. Hold on. I'm gonna unmute you. Brother, I hate to tell you, I get paid to advertise. That's why we talking about it. We talking about Jabari because it's a damn debate, including Jabari, sir. And I'm sorry, did you think this is a bully tactic? Because I'm simply telling you what it is. I apologize if you don't understand that I get paid to advertise the debate and talk about Jabari. That's what I spoke. Whether it's negative or positive, I can talk about Jabari and Reggie. I talked about Reggie. I beat him half to death for 3 months, and you did not step up and call me a bully. As soon as I talk about something you like, then I'm a bully. It's okay, bro. But I'm telling you,
that's
you're
not
not
true,
telling it
Lon.
right. Did you say something
That's not
about
true.
Did you say I bullied Reggie? Because I went hard. You want to hear the song I made up for Reggie?
Hey, but that I mean,
did you say something?
You on Reggie's team.
Stop. Okay, let me show you how much I'm on Reggie's team.
No, I don't need to see that all that.
Because you
he just got you, bro. He just got you.
You don't need to see all that. You don't need to see all that.
How did he just get me and he's still talking about Jabari 3 weeks later?
Because bang on everybody. It don't make a difference what
I'm not
topic it
talking to
is.
you anyway.
Well, I'm talking to you though, but I'm talking to you,
brother. You are a sycophant because you running your mouth about Ankh stuff.
Yeah, how don't you want to
Why
see
are you talking? And I'm talking to Ankh.
All on Reggie's team so hard, brother.
because you over whooping right now, bro. Just because he bring up a subject that's hot in the community, you mad about it.
Bruh,
that's all.
I don't know your name. I don't know who none of you guys are. I come into the room to learn.
That was Joel. That was Joel that was telling you that you're being unfair right now. You're being unfair.
Man, why are you talking? That's effeminate stuff, man. Stop
How
talking
is that effeminate?
Hold on, here you go. Listen.
All right, fine.
Listen, here you go.
No. Anyway, like I was saying, I come into the room to learn, to try to get the information. It's hard to decipher between what you guys are talking about a man about and the information. I don't want to hear
Hold on, all that information we just dropped right now. You telling me you ain't getting nothing from it?
But hey, brother, but it has Jabari's name tagged on it. Everything that you guys are talking about has Jabari on it.
What difference does that make?
What I made for Reggie.
You're scamming.
We're scamming.
Reggie scamming. You're causing people to scam it with you. You're scamming, and I know you like scamming too. Hey, Reggie scamming.
Right, so don't tell me about how I do Jabari. I do all pseudos like that. I ain't listening to you because you capping. Now, you ain't protect Reggie. You ain't say, why you make a song about Reggie? Why you bully Reggie? I'm a bully because the champion got a stake on his eye and you mad. Now, do I act childish at times?
I'm upset that I can't get the information that you guys are going at. I can't get the information that you guys are presenting because you have somebody's name locked on it. I just want to hear the information.
Hey, man, look, man. Listen, y'all. If y'all don't realize that I'm promoting a debate and got to talk about everybody, then y'all capping. The debate was last week, yo. All right? I know I did 2 shows. Why don't you talk to Son Neteru about that? He put the damn titles up. You know when it's my show. Tell Son Neteru stop mentioning Jabari and Reggie and Tahuti. You tell him that, but you won't, right? I'm trying to take critique. Do I act like a child? I act like everybody else act around me. I do, yeah. Look, you got people in the chat calling me crazy stuff. See? And then if I say, well, we's in person, you wouldn't do that. Oh, he been a bully.
I bet you if I was in person, I would do it.
Why?
Because I'm 100% man.
So you would do what? You would say what? You would call me name Joe.
It's
No,
being a man to
have I
fight your
called you a
brother.
name?
That's
Hey,
crazy. It's
I'm
being
just
a man to
addressing
fight
what
your
I
brother.
see, brother.
Wow.
I'm just addressing what I see. Ain't no tough guy stuff. This is man shit.
You would
Excuse
address
me.
what, though? You don't know me to address me any kind of way. I wouldn't do you like that. I would have a civil
Why do you have to know somebody to address an issue with somebody?
No,
That's how men do it,
I'm
right?
we would have a civil conversation. Dudes in the chat ain't okay, but people in the chat ain't having civil conversations, bro. So
I don't have anything to do with people in the chat. I'm talking about me. That's why I stepped up on the chat. That's why I came in the room. I wanted.
I'm saying, so when you see me, when a person says something crazy in the chat, and I stays out the chat for the most part. For the most part. But when you see me react, because somebody got that reaction out, they wild out, so I wild back. That ain't called being a bully. That's called wilding back. It's YouTube, bro. If I'm gonna meet you in person, I'm gonna have a civil conversation with you. But it needs to be fair and impartial, at least, bro. You can't keep saying it's what about when Jabari took the debate? I ain't heard nobody talk about that. Y'all act like it didn't happen. I ain't said that. So if you know why I'm always swinging at him, because he took money out my pocket, no matter what y'all men say. And then I can't really say it because I'm hating. How am I hating, yo? When I studied for a debate for 2 months, and this man sneaked out, went around our back, got the debate with the Christians, and pieced all of us out, and I supposed to be happy about that. I ain't a sucker, bro. I ain't come on YouTube to become a sucker and a chump. So if you think I'm bullying, ask that nigga why he do that. He gonna say, well, you know, they didn't really. What happened was the nigga said he had a source about Christianity coming from Egypt in an Egyptian cave. That's what it was.
All that information, Unc, I didn't care to hear, man. I'm talking about the issue with you.
I know. See, I
don't mind about Jabari, whatever he did. That's between you and him. But
that's
it's always a situation where
I'm gonna move on next, yo, because you just wild. So now you know why I act the way I act. Just like if I robbed you, bro, or something, yo, every time you see me, it might be on sight. If I scammed you out of something and faked you, you wouldn't have. I would have to change the way I treated you for you to change the way you treated me. And if you can't,
I know how to treat people that are like that. I've been robbed before.
Okay, I don't know, but you know
when you've been robbed by a body snatcher, you can't do nothing with it. You got to leave it alone.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let me get to say cool, man. You said your piece, bro. I'll work on my attitude, bro.
I didn't say anything. You didn't let me say nothing.
You did say.
All you did is covered up what I said, huh?
You said enough.
You said last time you was gonna work on it. You didn't work on anything.
I did work on it. You came back with the same nonsense, so I gave you the same thing back. You work on.
If I came back with the same nonsense, that means you didn't work on your behavior.
I did work on my behavior. It's you that need to work on your behavior at this point. Because you're not seeing both sides of the coin. You only see what you want to see.
I'm not in the community like you are. You do a good job, man. You do a good thing for the community. But people have a hard time with you. Man, you are.
I'm gonna mute you out. I don't care what hard time you think I got. I'm never going. I'm not sitting up here acting like it's rosy and peaches when it's not. I'm never letting y'all scam me out of money. I'm not going. I'm not that guy. I'm not changing that. All I will do is I'll work on things I need to work on. I take comments, I take critique, I can handle that. But I can't handle y'all not caring about me and what I'm doing. All right? Now, I'm booked to programs in the streets, real work. This is not a community, it's YouTube, bro. Simple as that. I ain't cuss nobody out. Come on, man. Stop that, bro. I say when I'm wrong, I say when I'm right. What's going on, Mr. Say Cool? Good to see you, bro.
Peace, man. How are you doing, brother?
I'm in the game. You already know it. Having fun, enjoying this day, hoping people get this debate, watch it.
Right. I came in to make one or two comments, but before I make my comment, I need to ask you a question.
Yeah, I'm here.
Based on the title of this video, is there any poll out there that said Jabari lost?
No, ain't no poll out there. I'm using my own metrics on what came up.
Okay.
So I'm as a person, as a sideline, like everybody, I seen it. And I seen that the Egyptians, just like the Hawaiians, at times literally believe things. Not all the time.
So there is no poll that says Jabari lost. Just
No.
for the record.
No, ain't no poll. I never said it was. This is me. It say, why did Dr. Reggie win the debate? Right? And I'm saying I'm providing key source. That's my personal opinion.
Okay, your title doesn't say that it's your opinion. It make it general as if it's an established fact.
Okay.
But I just wanted to ask that. Then the second one is, you were the one who moderated the debate.
No, I didn't. I ain't moderating no debate.
Okay.
No, I didn't do that. I promote the debates.
Okay.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that off the way before I go in. So first of all, it's good to clear it out that there is no objective data out there that says Jabari lost. This is the opinion of Ankh.
Yeah, it's my opinion. Yeah.
Okay. So what I wanted to say on this issue, like I told you yesterday, you and I talked on the phone.
Good conversation.
I said one of the misconceptions we have after colonialism and slavery is that there are people who were interpreting our faith, our culture, our history, Europeans. They were writing on our behalf, writing about our culture, our history. Then we started writing. Yeah. So we have scholars who are saying that the European misinterpreted our beliefs. They misinterpreted our culture. And this is what the African Center writers have been doing, which people call them named now Afrocentric, which I'm happy to identify with that. Mm-hmm. But the reality is the African spiritual belief system has long been misinterpreted, using Christianity to interpret it, using Islam to interpret it, without asking itself, what does it really believe? So that's why I told you about this book yesterday, The African Philosophy by Theophilo Benga. The Medu Nature is in here. He translates, he's a professor. And he has attended all the Egyptology debates, major ones around the world. And he is not a pseudo, and everybody know Obenga. And Obenga states very clearly that the Egyptian called themselves Remech, for example. Remech, which some people interpret as a tears of a divine being. So he established that the African worldview, they always establish that their ancestry is divine, that they descended from divinity. Don't interpret that to mean that those kings who were portrayed as their divine ancestor were necessarily human beings who existed on earth. You have to study African spirituality in its context. That's why I use the word sui generis. It is a category of its own. It is only in African spirituality that we see people become divine beings when they die. They become gods, literally, after they, even while alive or after they die. We find, for example, Hatshepsut, I gave you an example. She says she has a divine birth. She was born of a virgin birth, but in reality, we know her parents. We find when Egyptians die, they become Asar. They are God. We don't find Christians becoming Jesus when they die. We don't find Muslims becoming Allah or Muhammad when they die. So we find the Yoruba people say they descended from Obatala or Oduduwa, who is a God. So if you interpret that to mean that they were literal beings because they say they descended from them, you are misinterpreted in the still, because that's not necessarily what they are saying. They are saying that we become divine and the divine become us. We are intertwined with the divine. We are intertwined with the divine. They are not necessarily saying biologically those divine beings give birth to them. I'm saying that's a misconception. That's my position.
So, are you saying?
Yes.
I'll make sure we got this right here. All right?
Yes.
Are you saying that the belief in reincarnation amongst the Igbo in Nigeria, they don't literally mean it?
They literally mean it.
So we can safely say that in African traditions, some things are literal and some things are not. You can take the same deity, the same nature, and at times it's literal and at times it's not. That's all I've ever said. Jabari, on the other hand, say everything, none of it is literal. He interprets it through the lens of New Age spirituality. That's all I'm saying. So cool.
But that's a contradiction of yourself. If you said there were points where it was not literal, there are some areas where it sounded literal, then it cannot be New Age then.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In traditional African spirituality,
yes,
in traditional Hawaiian spirituality, they literally thought the damn volcano was God, bro. People literally thought dragons was real, yo. So you kind of mixed up the whole thing with the misinterpretation by Europeans was making it akin to Christianity, and Haru, Jesus, and all that foolery was foolery that Jabari promotes.
No,
it's not real. That's not how they thought of it. Hold on. I'm saying there needs to be a separation there. See, I understand the separation. I understand that those early writers thought Egypt gave the world religion. That's not true. And they thought that Christianity came directly out of Egypt. That's not true. And the Haru, we all wore the t-shirts where Aset, Osiris, and Haru was the royal family. You know what I'm saying? Like Mary, you know what I'm saying? Jesus and God. Remember that? And I'm saying anthropologists say, no, that's wrong. Because they're doing what you're saying now, that Theophile Banger says. Let's interpret it through our own lenses. So I'm not fighting that. I'm fighting there has been a new age interpretation on indigenous spirituality since the 60s, bro. And we can see it.
Yeah, so I wanted to deal with that specifically. When you say it is new age to say that the deity are not literal, can we find examples to show that they don't mean those deity are literal? Yes, we can find those examples. If I can die and become Asar, then Asar is not a person.
No, find what I'm saying. I said they mix it. New age say is an idea, is a concept, is the awakening, is the oneness. They do all the crazy thing. You have to really study that. You come on, bro. You in university, bro. You need to study that, yo. You're gonna say, damn, huh? You know, I don't be just telling you anything, bro. I've never done that since me and you met. Whether we like each other at times and get mad, one thing you say about me, that what this man said to me, I later on checked it out for real, and say, damn. See, we're in that same position again, bro. I know about the whole chakra, the whole Egypt don't got no.
I'm not talking about chakra. And for me, until there is evidence to the contrary, I always hold, if I'm wrong, I'm sincerely wrong. But until there's evidence to the contrary. But what I'm saying here is that when you and I had debate, of course, I told you when I went back, I look at most things you said, I agree with them. That's why the poll said I won the debate. But I am saying, yeah, I take my victory, but I do agree with most of the things you were saying, that we need science mostly. And I stand on that. And you were right. But this is what I'm saying.
The whole thing. I mean, the whole Egypt thing. You ain't never answered that question.
But on Egypt, you and I have never had debate on Egypt. But this is what I'm saying.
I need somebody to beat up on it.
Yeah, but it is not new age to say that the deity were not always seen as literal being.
I'm not saying that.
It's not.
No, I'm saying no, but it is new age to interpret all of it like that. That's what I'm saying. Being consistent.
But it still cannot be. You can't just say it is new age. That's what you can say. For Ankh, there is no religion on earth where all the followers have 100% the same belief about the deity. You know that.
It's called a new age.
All Christians do not believe Jesus is God.
You're mixing it up. I said
all Africans, even in my village, everyone do not have the same belief about the spirits. They will, every community kind of go towards a certain area of belief. It is the truth. If you go to ancient Egypt, if we are to go back in time, I'm sure you will find people in Egypt who think like Ankh. You will find people who think like Jabari.
Right,
you will find people, because if that we can find example, people were robbing tombs, Egyptians themselves.
Right.
Poor people. They were saying, F the afterlife. Let's go rob the tomb.
Right.
So based on what Sekou was saying, then that means that Reggie was right. Some of them did view it literal.
That's all we were saying. You ain't saying
that's not Reggie's position. Reggie said they are literal. Do not water down.
You just
the debate. Wait, what you guys are doing is straw man. You find a simple a soft landing for him.
Not a straw man.
In debate, it is a proposition of facts. Whether literal or not, you gotta depend one position.
Right. Hold up. Your position, say cool, is that some people, because you said some of them think like Ankh, some of them think like
you might find people like that. Yes.
Okay. All right. So you agree with me? Why are you fighting? That
what we are saying is that if you look at the philosophy in totality, if you look at it as a whole, you will come to a conclusion that there is a sense in which the deity were not meant to be literal. But you might find people who will say
to
they are
some.
different. Like Jesus,
There
for
you go.
example,
Okay, so you agree.
listen.
You funny.
Listen, Jesus is God. Every Christian, but if you go back in time, you will find Christians who will tell you no. But majority of Christians today says that Jesus is divine.
I agree.
But that's not the position of all Christians if you go back in time.
That's true. So if I was to say to you, in the beginning of the Christian faith,
so it's not
God,
New Age.
It is, man. Metaphysical.
It is not New Age. I am telling you, the Yoruba people believe they descended from Obatala or Oduduwa, who was a god king. But they are not divine beings, they are people. But they are trying to tell you, even an ancestor, if your ancestor died today, the African understand that if he was a good person, he has become a god.
We agree with all that, bro. What you talking about?
So it is not an issue of you are biological, physical. That's not how they are interpreting it. They are saying that there is some type of relationship between divinity and the human being. So it can be quality. It cannot be a physical being. It's a quality. It's a faculty. It's a spirit.
So hold on. Say cool. Just answer that.
Yeah.
Just answer that, yo. Do some of them did Manethos and do the Torn Papyrus literally say the gods walk the earth, yo? Yes or no?
Well, I haven't read the Torn Papyrus, but I believe that Manetho writing. Wait, we do not have the original writings of Manetho.
We got what we got. We got enough to make a king's list.
We do not have the original writings of Manetho. We have the Greeks version of them.
Are you listening to what I'm saying right now? Don't do what the blackology do. Blackology makes
it's not blackology. Do you have the original writing of Manetho?
May I say something?
All right, 1 second.
It's not blackology. I ask you a question.
No, you can't ask me a question in the middle of me ask you. Now you're trying to hit me with.
Do we have his writing?
Bro, that's blackology.
Oh my.
Now, why am I saying it's blackology? It's blackology because no, we don't have all his original writings, but they use it as the only way to understand the dynasty. There is no other way. So you can't have it both ways, say cool. And I know you understand what I'm saying. Let me slow it down. Say cool. They don't have all of it, but they have enough to make definitive statements on the King's List because that's the only one. ONLY. Blackology overwhoops and say it's not the original thing. Then don't use the dynasties and don't talk about kings and queens. Then don't talk about it. Then be serious about what you're saying. And this is what I don't like about blackology. Blackology will use one statement that they don't got it all, but they disrespect the fact that that's exactly what they're using themselves. That's my point. Let the sister talk. How you doing, sis? What do you have to say?
Hi, how's everybody doing today?
How you doing, sister?
Going good. How's it going?
I'm good. My name is V, and I'm calling from New Orleans. And I just wanted to chime in and put my little 2 cents in, and I hope y'all can receive what I'm saying, or at least consider what I'm saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so one of the things that I have come to realize is that a lot of the debate is still going on about things in regards to Kemet, because a lot of the people that's speaking on the topics are reincarnated priests, but the priests have forgotten the instructions from their original teachers, which were the oracles. And so me being in the gene of the oracles, I understand that a lot of people are missing the message because you're looking for the answers in words, in books, but what's originally written is in our bodies, in our DNA. And the oracles, who are kind of like shut down in the feminine right now, to all of these questions. A lot of misinformation was given to not only hide things that we need to know from us, but also to protect our ancient history from being destroyed. Just like when you constantly hear about how they destroyed the genealogy information and they burn this, they burn that. So a lot of times we think that some of the things that were destroyed or hidden was because of the white man did this or whatever, but it was our ancestors as well who hid some of the stuff, but they didn't hide it with the intent for us to never receive it. They hid it in certain codes and certain rearrangements of the way that they put the information out. So as far as like with the netters, if you look in ancient Egyptian, they'll tell you you'll see the spelling N T what is it, NTJR or something like that.
Mhm.
But it's really NTCHR. So the Netchers are real people and they reside in the Americas. The Netchers are the Natchez people. The Natchez,
Mm.
Mississippi people. That's the Netchers. If you
So
look,
they take it literal then. They take it
huh?
Little.
literal.
You saying
They
little,
take it
right?
literal.
I'm saying, yeah, our ancestors were the Netchers.
Okay.
Okay.
Been removed from a lot of what we originally were, but the Netchers are the Natchez, the original, the ancestors who
Mm.
the Natchez culture, and the whole state of Mississippi was the birthing place of the Egyptians when we came to this place from the water. So
Huh?
listen, just hear me out. The language was coded. So when you see Issaquena in Mississippi, this is the Isis Queen territory. So when you see Mayersville is the county seat in Issaquena, this is telling you that this is where the divine maids were. This is
Mhm.
Issaquena. Like everything about our culture was hidden. It was cloaked for preservation reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So when you see the Netcher, when you're thinking about the Netchers, the whole language was distorted because the whole, and I don't want to offend nobody when I say this, but
Yeah, good.
there's no such thing as an African Egyptian. There's
Okay.
no such thing as an African Netcher
Okay.
because we some people don't want to believe this is kind of like a simulated dream world,
Okay.
but it is. And so the whole African narrative was you have you ever seen somebody have information on the computer and somebody gets one of these updated computer systems who can
Yep.
copy the disk
Yep.
and bring it over to their computer and just renames the same stuff.
Okay.
So that's basically what the African narrative has done for our people with our history. So when you see the African god called Unkulu Nkulu, this is
Zulu.
referring to
Zulu. Zulu. Go ahead.
when that's referring, I had to speak on that because I'm from New Orleans and there's this they have this New Orleans Zulu versus African
Okay.
Zulu where they're constantly saying we stole their stuff. When no, actually, when y'all pray to Nkulu Kulu, y'all praying to the Gullah Gullah. That's
Okay.
the
I
Gullah
like.
Gullah people.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So they use the vowels, and I know this part because I remember I'm a part of the memory, and I remember creating some of this identification, territorial identification marker. So they use the vowels for the territory. So when you see the places starting with A,
Mhm.
E, and
Mhm.
sometimes I, you're talking about the Americas.
Mhm.
But then you get over there to O's and U's, and you're in Africa and everywhere else. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Because the blueprint is in the Americas, because the Americas North is in, it's literally the mothership, but it's also like the mind, the brain. So creation started in the mind. It was the thought first that manifested into South America, the body. South America is the body, North America is the brain, and everywhere around us came as a likeness of the American body. So when they say then, okay, and just like with Horus, people always talking about the eye of Ra and the eye of Horus. What's the eye of Ra? What's the difference between the eye of Ra and Horus?
I don't know. You teaching?
No, I'm saying like
One is one is one
what
is the
do
moon and
people
one is the sun.
one is the moon, one is the sun. But what they're not telling you, because only the oracles have preserved this information, the Horus eye is the oracle eye, the Auris, Auris, and the eye of Ra is more aligned with Isis. Is more aligned with Isis, and that's the Oculus. So when they tell you Oh,
Can we come in now?
huh?
Gotta let it finish. I'm let it finish. We barely hear the woman's voice. So you agree that they literal then?
It's literal that the ancient Egyptian slash Kemites are the American people.
And the Neteru,
No,
the
The
God.
it's a
Netchers
different
are the
topic.
Natchez culture. The Choctaw
All right.
is if you look in the papyrus of Ani, you're gonna see the Choctaw. That's the Choctaw. Everything was cloaked and coded.
Like
So
the
when we
Native
talk about the
American Choctaw?
huh?
Like the Native American Choctaw?
The Native American Choctaw, like just like we in here, we have the second line culture when somebody
You
passes
connecting
away.
that to Egypt. I'm just
Huh?
trying to follow. I'm trying to follow. You connecting that to Egypt?
The indigenous American culture?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it is.
Okay.
Kemet is Louisiana.
Oh
That's
my
Kemet
too
is
God.
much.
Louisiana.
That's
Oh
too
my
much.
God.
It is
That's too
not
much.
now. If you, it may be too much, but
It's too
if you
much.
backtrack the stuff I'm
Hey,
saying,
too much.
It's
it
too
might
much
be
for
too
me.
much. But if you backtrack the things I'm saying, take
Wait a
note of what
minute.
I'm saying, and go
Hold
cross
on.
reference it and look
Hold on.
into it,
Hold on.
and
Let me
you'll see.
stop.
Yeah, sis, I don't want to. This is
Let
too
me
much,
stop. Let
sis.
me stop. Hold on. Hold on. See? It's too much. When Unc step up and say that was
Okay,
the craziest thing I ever heard in my life, then I'm too much. See what I'm saying? Yesterday, the other lady did the same thing, but I'm too much.
No,
Y'all can't have it both ways. Now, if y'all
That's my
want,
man in the red shirt, man. He just angry,
I
man.
know why you allowing it, so you can get a lot of ammunition. This is what
no,
Ang
no,
is doing.
no, I'm
He's
allowing it
trying to
because
get ammunition
no,
from this sister to kill all of
no,
us.
no.
No disrespect from you, sister, but I know Ang will use this
I agree with
and
this.
kill us.
She's doing a great
Stop
job.
saying cool. You starting trouble, yo.
I
I know
think
the
doing
I
a
know
great
what
job.
he's doing.
sound
Ang
crazy,
is
but
loving this. He's like, woo, this is pseudo encyclopedia.
Man, look, the sister got some knowledge, man. Let the sister speak. I don't know
Yeah,
why
but
y'all
I
going
want
against the sister.
I
ask
was
the sister
saying,
tough questions. Let her show us how America became Egypt. Did the Tetano place split? Something happened? What happened?
Yeah, I'm gonna say cool. She need to bring something to show us what she's saying.
Yeah, I
It
need
sound
something. What
good,
I'm
but
happened?
saying
Is it the
if you really
geography?
listen to
Is it the
hear,
people that
then you will
moved?
kind of see what I'm saying.
I
If
see
you
what you're
really
saying.
listen to hear, just like I just said, the whole Horus eye is the Horus eye. I mean, if
Sis.
you look in terms of medical terminology and ophthalmology, you're gonna see what Ray is, RE. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see what AU is for offset and asar. You know, because offset means this is a set having the sight in both eyes. It's really not just the woman. It's having the ability to see from both eyes. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
so everything, like I'm saying, everything that we have as far as our history, it's like we getting to a certain point and then pulling back, and it's still being debated because we're going in circles because we don't understand the way everything has been cloaked and crafted. So like
Mm-hmm.
that, everything that you see in as far as ancient Egyptian,
Mm.
whenever you see that DJ, that digital, whenever you see that
The
DJ,
what? The
you know
what?
what I'm saying? And let the
I
DJ
think we going in circles
sound.
because
I'm
you're
talking
not
about
gonna be
the
able to
sound
show
because
that.
see,
Hey,
You're
now
not
the
gonna be
sister
able to
just
show that.
freestyling.
we
DJ
saw
mean digital is crazy.
no,
Y'all gonna leave
I'm
that
not
sister
saying DJ
alone.
means digital. What I'm saying, sound. We was taught in the beginning was the word, but in the beginning was the sound. So when you
There
see the
you go.
DJ, that's a
Yeah.
digi. So that's why I said digital.
So you mean the jet pillar is
Yeah,
representing sound instead of stability? I understand, sister.
I'm saying the
But
DJ. I'm saying the sound DJ
the
has the
logos.
same sound as like the word digital.
I
Mhm.
listen more
Whereas the
preferences. You gotta
TCH is actual chatter, chatting, talking, the speech. So when everything that you see is DJ over there is TCH here. And if you cross reference what I'm saying when you get offline, you'll see that it makes sense. You'll see like
Sis, you sound very convincing, believe me, but the
huh?
information is not up to par.
What you say?
Like I'm saying your voice is almost sound like a therapy, but honestly, the information that is coming, there's no proof.
Uh, okay, where's the proof? If there was proof, there wouldn't still be need for debate in the conscious community after 20 years. Y'all still
Right.
debating the same
Oh
stuff,
no,
right?
we got proof. It's just people
No, what
don't
I'm
want to
saying,
accept the proof.
We got a bunch of science deniers running around
Okay,
here.
yeah. So
That's,
if y'all had
that's
proof,
why we
if
still
there was a
arguing.
proof, it would already be understood that the Americas is the heavens in the Bible, and the South America is the earth. If y'all
What?
had proof, y'all
Say
would
that
know that.
again, sis.
Oh
If
my
I said
God.
if there was proof, y'all would understand that when they say
America is heaven.
heaven, that's talking about North America because that's
Ah,
the
you gotta
realm of the
stop putting
brain and the
water in the
mind.
bag.
So it's not Egypt anymore.
Egypt is in America, is what I'm saying. There is
Right,
no
say cool.
there. I'm saying Egypt and Kemet, Tamari, all that is in America. And if you understand the way they worded the history, then you'll know that it's cloaked
And we got
so that
enslaved
you
in
can't
heaven.
identify it with the land over here. But it's over here.
That's
It's
a
over
good
here.
one.
Our
We got
ancestors got
enslaved in
Now,
enslaved in
heaven.
when
heaven.
we talking about the eye of Horus and the eye of Ra, we talking about eyes. And I'm telling you, if you look in terminology for ophthalmology and optometry, you're going to see Set, Osiris, and Horus because that's going to be the eye that's referring to the eyes, but you're going to see stuff relative to Ray, RE. You're going to see stuff relative to OS, AUS, AS, everything that's relative to the eye of Horus
Sis,
and
can you do a presentation on this in on Sarnetta or here on this platform? Like
yeah,
Oh,
do
sure,
some slides.
absolutely.
That's all y'all trying.
but
Y'all like
but
what
but
this
I'm
is doing.
saying I know when people
In great
cracking
friendship.
jokes and trying to be funny, but
hey, sister,
No,
is
that's
there
the
I
any
could do a
problem.
anthropology over?
presentation
That's
to
the
teach this.
problem. That's the problem with the conscious community now.
There
It's
you
like I
go.
started off with the priest
There you
forgot who
go.
taught them. The old
hmm
ones taught them. The
See, that's the
wisdom
problem with
the
it.
women taught
See that?
them. But we got to
Yeah.
shut up because we're not
Yeah.
taking seriously. And if you
That's
was
right.
wise, you
That's
would
right.
say,
Deshaun, see
"You
what I'm
sound
saying,
crazy,
Deshaun?
but let me
I
go
definitely don't want to be a
cross-reference
bully,
myself."
Deshaun. See? Yeah, I heard
If you
y'all.
was
I heard
wise,
y'all.
you would say, "Yeah,
Hold on
she
one
sounds
second,
crazy,"
sis.
but
One
Imma go
second,
try to
sis.
see what she's talking about when I get
That's right.
offline, because maybe there might be something to it, even though it
Hold on.
sound crazy.
Hey, hold on. Wait 1 second, sis. This one's for you. Yeah, we just couldn't do it. I didn't want to be a bully. I'm a bully. I'm the bad guy. Unc play too much. We can't understand the
You
teachings.
didn't have to do that, brother.
The woman came on yesterday. Look at him. You hear Deshaun? You hear him? You hear him? So we
You didn't have to do that, brother.
put you
No,
down.
you can ask her questions. You don't have to play the
We can
alarm.
no longer trust any of y'all. That's why you need me.
My feelings don't get hurt.
I ain't hurt your feelings since I let you do
I
your
got a
thing.
question for the sister.
Let me say
I
this.
got a question.
It says she has a very tough skin. She talk
Hold on.
like a counselor.
I'm in the
Though.
middle of talking. I'm saying, sis, I let you have your propers. Everybody else was trying to scam and act like they was listening. I was
But that's
honest.
okay. You know what? I love and respect honesty more than anything.
Thank
And
you.
I came
Thank
on
you.
here with the expectation that people gonna say, "Well, she sound throwed
But
off,
I didn't.
crazy,
I
whatever."
didn't. I
But
didn't. See?
I
Hey,
promise you,
there we go.
y'all gonna remember what I said.
Mm-hmm.
I
Can
Yeah.
I
promise
ask
that.
the sister a question?
Can't even
No, we not.
remember anything now.
I
No,
promise
no,
May
you.
no
I
more.
ask
I
Sekou a
promise you.
question,
You're gonna
please?
have to come back to me. I promise you.
You had to
Don't
come
come
back.
back, sis. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. You been hanging around Top Cat?
Huh?
Of
You
course.
been hanging around Top
No,
Cat?
Oh, and speaking of Top Cat and all the rest of the cats, there's
No, not
calling
Cat.
themselves
Cat.
Chiefs,
Like Captain.
Chiefs,
Top Cat.
the Chiefs.
Yeah, the fake cheese. I
Nah,
call
I ain't
she
gonna call
sound
them no
like
fake.
Dan Calloway.
What I'm saying is there ain't no chief higher than the woman.
uh
And that
let them
That's
know.
these
right. I'm
men
with
who
you there.
calling themselves the
I'm with
chief
you.
Okay.
don't even know that the crown that they carry, they don't even know what that means. And I'm gonna tell you what the crown of the chief
Not
is.
yet. All right, stop. Before you do it, I want to read the super chat. It say, do we have to pay for the debate if we paid last week for it? No, you only paid to see it one time. Now, if you paid and didn't see it, then we can figure out how you can get to it. The next super chat is, Ankh said the loser makes the most videos. We ain't made the most videos. The one was a scheduled one. Jabari didn't show up. The second one was one that Sarnetta did. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm teaching. They ain't got nothing to do with that. We making videos because we trying to promote. We want everybody to see it. Then we got the next one. Timothy Turney say, you and her knock it off. They told us to knock it off, sis. See that sis, you can't trust her? Try to tell you. Try to tell you, sis. Anyway, we at the end of the program, man. We 3 hours.
May I ask Sekou a question, please, Unc?
Yeah.
You gotta be
looking
quick.
for something, but yeah, go ahead.
Thanks. Brother Sekou, I hear you comparing Egyptian mythology with generally with African spiritual traditions. But I find that Egyptian mythology is vastly different from the traditional African systems in a lot of very important ways. And I think in those differences, even though I agree that Egypt is a indigenous African society, and for the most part, I do agree that they were Black. But I also can't deny the differences in the traditions, which again, I think are very striking differences. And if you look at those differences, they're going to compare more with the Middle Eastern, if you will, societies, Sumer, Mesopotamia, and so on.
Name the differences. Name the differences.
Sure.
And then he made it up. Africa ain't Egypt in Africa?
Such y'all be messing everything up, yo.
I said I agree that they were an indigenous African society, brother.
He's swimming.
The people from that the hunter-gatherers weren't in Africa that formed the society? They didn't come from...
Can you let him share the
south?
differences?
That's
you call splashing around in the water swimming?
I'm not sure where you're going. But I wanted to ask Sekou a question, so I'm really like to have a conversation with Sekou.
But you were not asking, you were making a speech.
Right, you were making a speech, child. We was waiting for the question.
Right, and then you asked me, and then you asked me a question, so I'd like to answer the question.
No, we out of here. We gotta get out of here, man. We ain't got time. I gotta go. You had your chance.
Let him ask quick questions.
No, he's just talking, yo. I know this guy. He's just talking. He ain't had no question for you.
Yeah, you are not asking a question. You were just making a comment.
Watch.
Well, one of the vast differences between Egyptian and traditional African societies is the question. That is the question Sekou asked me. I'm answering a question.
No, we're going past that. You say I shouldn't ask you a question. Now ask me a question.
We're gonna do this debate. Is what we're gonna do. Y'all gotta get the tickets for this.
Brother Sekou, I asked you a question. The question is, why is Egyptian...
Hold on for a minute. The Neteru literal. And y'all can figure that out in y'all head. But if you think that this question is asking the people that's reading that question, then don't go to the Meta Neteru then. Don't go to Egypt. Don't go to Nile Valley, because you only going to get what they thought about it and your interpretation of what they thought about it. Now, called checkmate. I dropped the link in the chat, man. Appreciate everybody. We're going to let Sunchild act like he asking the question for the fifth time.
Please, let's finish this end, please.
I am. I'm going to do it. I just want to drop this. We got to promote this, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Hit the Cash App going out the door with you, man. Y'all playing, man. Seriously, if y'all on the community's a skeptic side, man, hit the super chat, man. Show some love, man. All right? So, go ahead, Sunchild.
Brother Sekou, am I asking you a question or answering your question? Which would you prefer?
Ask a question.
See, come back with that.
Well, okay, I'll wrap the question up this way.
And then he started with a faulty premise.
Why is the Egyptian mythology, as it pertains to the focus on the afterlife, so drastically different from traditional African societies?
Faulty premise. It is traditional African society.
First of all,
I didn't say it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm answering the question. First of all, the question is kind of the premise of the question is to suggest that Egypt is not a traditional African society. So I will say that the premise of your question is wrong. Egypt is Africa and is traditional. It was untraditional African. So it's not from Middle East, not from anywhere else. So why is it different? Well, the Zulu story is different from the Yoruba story. There's some differences. The Yoruba story is not exactly the same as the Mandinka story. So right in West Africa, you will find even the voodoo creation story will not be the same thing as that of the Yoruba people. But what we do find is that there are some fundamental similarities that you can be able to say, oh yeah, these things are making the same point. I will give you a quick example. It's the Neteru system. The Neteru referring to all the divine being in Egypt. can fall under the one term Neteru. In Yoruba Ifa system, you can use the same term. What's the term here they use? They use
Which one?
Orisha. You can use Orisha, which is refer to all the divine being. All of them fall into the category as Orisha. Or you can talk Shango, all of these female deities and male deities, they all can be called Orisha. And the way they function is that they are an extension of the divine. There is one divine force, but all of these faculties are extension and manifestation of that one divine force, whether it's feminine or masculine. This is the same way the Egyptian principle operates.
No, I think you're misunderstanding the question, Sekou.
Origins, the Neteru system is very similar to the Orisha system. Then you come to the issue of
cap. Stop the cap.
Divinity, divine origin.
I think it's a silly question.
Cap. Anyway, I hear you, say cool. We're gonna
So
say cool.
Divine origin.
Say cool.
Divine ancestors. It's the same.
I don't know. Hey, say cool. Are the Egyptians black?
Yes, they're black.
Let's have that debate. I think, man, you need to get black. And where they come from?
Africa.
Where at in Africa?
Nile Valley.
Where at the Nile Valley? Where at the Nile Valley? Where at the Nile
Valley? The Nile Valley. Where in the Nile Valley? The Nile Valley, the Sahara, from the Green Sahara down to from the Nile Valley, that's where they settle are. That's the people. Of course.
Okay, say go on with you. Okay.
Is the Nile Delta Kemet?
I'm asking the question.
Hold on.
I'm in the middle. How you
yeah, it is Kemet, but it has received significant mixing. People have come in. It's just like today. It's like someone asking me about America.
I ain't finished my question. Do they come only from the South?
What do you mean?
You heard me.
You just answered it.
Yeah, they come from the indigenous. Yeah, the indigenous.
No, did they
indigenous settlers of the land of Egypt come from the Green Sahara and the Nile Valley. That's what the evidence point to.
No. Did they come from the Mount Kilimanjaro?
Now you are naming mountains. Now I never named the mountain. I said the Nile Valley.
Hey, who is ready?
Now he's naming. Yeah, every answer that he gave, he moved the goalpost.
You didn't answer the second part. What you did?
What second part did I answer?
Oh man,
where was the admixture?
Black people. What you want me to say? They come from France. They come from Iraq.
So what's the Nile Delta black people?
Were they black people in the Nile Delta?
Look, of course, there were black people in the Nile Delta.
Okay, my man.
Of course, there were black people there.
I don't like your word, and I think your word is non-scientific.
You are saying that there was no black people in the Nile Delta. Is that your position?
My position is that that's a racial construct.
No. You asked me if there were black people, and I'm asking you back. There are no black people in the Nile Delta.
I'm saying there's no black people, period, until colonialism. What you have is indigenous.
There was no black people in the Nile Delta until colonialism.
There was no black
about linguistics.
So they put a line there that black people don't move to Nile Delta.
You know what I'm saying? There's no black people on Earth, right? Until white people came in and called y'all Negroes, and you
that's semantics. That's politics.
It's not.
It's semantics. It's plain semantics.
Listen to what I'm saying. Before white people, before colonial powers came and got the technology,
there were no people with melanin like your skin color and my skin color on Earth.
That's not how they identified themselves.
Come on, we got too many people.
No. You don't say how they identify themselves. We are using the term black.
So cool. You too hype. You talking over me.
Okay, I have 5 more minutes to be here.
Okay, I got yeah. Before colonial powers came in, right, and racialized themselves in the world, and put the white on top and the black on the bottom. There was no such a thing. There were indigenous people that had their own tribal names. There were people of color all around the world, people with high levels of melanin, however you want to put it, because that's simply sunscreen to protect you from the sun. So that's not the question whether they was dark skin and light skin.
Let me respond to that quickly.
Hold on. Of course it was. What we're saying is when you say the word black people, that is ambiguous and we don't know who the hell you talking about, and it's wild. That's what we say.
I know who I'm talking about because you are pretending not to know what I'm talking about. You are treating black. Wait. You want to treat black people as a cultural identity.
What else are
says
you?
that cultural identity that political cultural construct did not exist at that time. That's a joke on you. Because what I'm talking about is a melanated skin color.
Debate.
Is there a sub-Saharan genome?
Debate that. We're going to debate that.
All these questions is just nonsense.
Is there a sub-Saharan genome?
You might have just got yourself in trouble, Sekou.
What trouble? I'm answering the question. I think you guys are not listening.
I want you to answer my question.
Doing good, man. You messed up.
No. You are not even done with the first question. You're asking more questions. It's just to make a caricature of the discussion.
Is there a sub-Saharan genome?
There is no such thing as sub-Saharan.
Okay.
What?
There is no sub-Saharan. Here you are and say black is a social construct. Now you are creating there's a human being called sub-Saharan who has never existed above the Sahara. This is the joke created by the German professor, a racist professor.
Study it up, yo. We about to get it in.
Sub-Sahara was created by a racist German professor.
What's the title? What's the title?
I will give you the
Sekou ready for you.
Ankh, wait. Ankh, who coined the term sub-Saharan African? Who coined it? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
No, you don't know? You don't know who coined it, right?
I'm sure some white people. I don't like
No, who coined it? Call his name.
It's a racial term. We know that.
I said it's a racialized. I don't like it.
So you are using a racialized term.
No, not me.
Ask me a question.
No, Sekou. I was trying to trick you because you were using the word black.
Oh, you
so
tricked
I thought
me?
that you wouldn't be insecure with the word sub-Saharan.
Oh, so you are insecure with it, but you are thinking I would be insecure with it.
Because you're using black. So why wouldn't you be insecure about the word sub-Saharan if you're using
so the
black?
word black is equivalent to sub-Saharan, sir?
In the way that you're using it, yes.
Yeah, it's called Negro land. You ain't know that?
So the word so the word sub-Saharan means black.
Don't worry about it.
So you are using just like this is gaslighting on the highest level. You are quoting racist people and then you're trying to ask me as if this is what I believe.
See
so being black now is considered racist.
We got the book up there.
Laughing at me.
Being black is considered racist.
Yeah, but the sister saying y'all laughing at me. Hey, Deshaun,
but now you go on the census in the U.S. Every year you do census and you identify as black and identify as a real black atheist. It's not racist then.
We done. No, we're gonna stop. We got.
Ankh is a real black atheist.
Right.
But then black is derogatory now.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure. I was just listening to say the last closing word.
It's a sub-Saharan genome. Are you for real? What does that even mean?
Yeah, say cool. I want the sisters speak. Go ahead, sis.
There is no sub-Sahara. It's a joke.
There ain't no sub-Sahara, but it's black people.
We need to get Sekou on our Discord.
Have the Beja people in Libya and we have them in Chad. What will you call them?
I don't know. We're going to debate that.
I lived in Libya for 3 years in the Beja community in Sabah. The entire east of Libya is black. So you are telling me that they are sub-Saharan black people and then they are in North Africa? Are you guys really, do you know the continent?
Hey man, step up. Do you take the debate? We're going to work the title out. Do you take that debate?
What debate? What is the title? What is the question?
I say the Egyptians ain't black, God damn it.
Oh man, I had that debate with Chief X. Go watch it.
No, Chief X don't say what I say.
Chief X said there is no black people in North Africa, and I brought out the Tubu, I brought out the Beja, I brought out all the current ethnic group living in Libya.
You was wrong. You was wrong on that. I ain't want to tell you was wrong.
I lived there.
No,
and you are telling me there's no black people there. The entire Libya, east of cities and towns of black people.
All I'm trying to tell you, what you showed was that people with dark skin lived in North Africa, bro. That's all you showed, yo.
Ethnic groups, not just individual. Ethnic groups.
Right, ethnic groups that have brown and dark
skin. Indigenous.
Yes, we agree to that. Who arguing that? I'm not arguing that. Look up with the word black people before you jump in the ring and get beat up. I don't want to keep beating you up, say cool. We teach
you.
You
can't. You cannot.
No, you too close to their fire on them. You too close.
Ancient Egyptians were black people. I'm traveling. If you want this debate, I'm going to Africa end of this month. When I come back, we can
Every
organize
book
this
y'all
debate.
got. I got all the pseudo books. I got all of them. I was the
Obenga
greatest.
is pseudo now?
Huh?
Wow.
No, I ain't called Bango pseudo. I'm saying, but
You
he ain't
just show his book and you say you got all the pseudo books.
I do. I'm saying Bango book is kind of, it's okay.
A professor that taught in universities, even in USA, is a pseudo.
No, he's not a pseudo. No, I ain't saying that.
So why did you show his book and say you got all the pseudo books?
No, your man right here was showing all the books right here. My man did
Come on,
was a bully.
You have to be a professor first before you can call him a pseudo.
I agree. No, he showed all the other books. He sold he sold stuff.
Stolen Legacy is a good book. It's not a pseudo book.
It's not a good book. That's why you're gonna get beat.
You and I can debate Stolen Legacy if you want that.
And I want that.
If Greeks did not learn in Egypt, you want to debate that?
Nah, I'll beat you up. I'll beat you up, bro.
Oh, yeah. I will take that debate.
Because Greeks did learn. They learned in different places. I'm trying to tell you.
No. Egypt specifically. From the first philosopher in Greek. There was ever a philosophical school in Greek before Egypt, before they went to Egypt. Let's check that out.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna end up studying and say that nigga got me a kid.
I will show you the primaries. The Greeks said this is where we study.
You won't. No, you won't. And Stolen Legacy, and Black Athena, there are you know Greece ain't one place, yo. That's a real.
We know that. We know that. We know that Hellenic. We know Hellenic culture.
Hold on, keep that book right there. Hold on, keep that. I want him to keep that book right. I told y'all I got all the pseudo books. Y'all see the book right there?
I like the anthropology of that book, though.
Bye.
Look, I got all. I told you I got them on hand. I know how to be a better pseudo than y'all.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not debating no temple of gods. I'm talking about.
That's not what the.
That's not what I'm debating with you. I'm debating are the ancient Egyptian black. The Greeks learn.
Whatever, man. They ain't learned
their philosophy in Egypt. I can defend that.
Why do you apply the term anachronistic when you want to and other times when you don't?
We gotta go, yo. I gotta go. I can't do this.
Okay. Give me an example of that.
The word black and in times of antiquity.
Yeah, we ain't gonna settle no topic. Me and Sekou smarter than that. We don't do it. Me and Sekou have topics.
No, this is you guys are saying, for example,
don't worry about
there were no white people in antiquity because there were no people calling themselves white.
Correct.
But you go to school and Greeks are called white people every day.
Oh my
God.
Greeks are not called white people?
Today in America, in the racialized world, of course. We ain't talking about now. We talking about back then.
Every European academic book I'll pull out, they use Western civilization to mean just white people.
All right, man, stop it. That's not real.
Western civilization refer to white people. It's okay.
Not
but
real.
if for black people, it's not okay because we are too dumb.
Oh my God.
Hey, yo.
The intellectual property of black people cannot be claimed.
I'm going to beat you up because you ain't read the Cairo Symposium. I'm going to beat you up, Sekou. Don't take it. I'm going to beat you half to death.
How can you beat me up when you said in Cairo Symposium, all the scholars rejected Diop? And I show you in the primary, there was only one person who rejected the entirety of Diop's claim. Only one.
No, they rejected. They would listen. Let's
only
be
one
clear.
person.
Hold on, let's be clear. What they actually objected to was the racialized term.
And you know why I'm surprised at you, Ankh?
You
never attack the European Egyptology school that said that ancient Egyptians were white people with dark skin. I never hear you make a show about that.
White is crazy, Sekou.
Hold on,
you never make a show about that.
Sekou, you can't cut me off. I can't do this, bro. You made a statement that I claim that they rejected everything Diop said. Cap. What I said was they rejected the racialized term, is what I said. That's what I said, bro. And you heard me, you hear me, take the debate.
No, they came with it. So why is it that you don't attack the other side? I've never seen you made a video. I've never seen you made a video about the geo opponent who said that ancient Egyptians were white people with black skin. That's their theory before the debate.
Cap, I shared this to the community. The community don't even got this.
You never attacked them.
Cap.
But you attacked the winner of the symposium.
Matic. right? By Matic. I talked about I talked about scientific racism. Yeah, I talk about all that. Let me let the sister finish saying what she got to say. Go ahead, sis. In the show.
Okay. All right. So all I want to say is,
He does look like a
you know,
goddess. He definitely look like a goddess. Wait a minute. Did we die and go to heaven? Because I definitely see an angel on the screen.
So I just want to say, the message that I was given to give is,
Okay.
in the
From
beginning
who?
was the sound
Who gave it
from
to
my
you?
mama from the other side.
Other side of what side?
My mama passed away in 2022, and she's been coming to me ever since.
Okay.
And this is the information that she's been giving me. And so in the beginning, for the American people, was the sound. It became the word at a later point, and that's why we're not getting nowhere with all the information, because our history been cloaked in the sound. You know what I'm saying? So we got to look at the words of history and pay attention to what whether it sound right. And if it
Sound
don't
right.
sound
Sound
right,
right.
if it
Sound
don't,
right.
if it don't sound right, then we got to start looking at the what made up those words, the
All right,
letters,
stop right there.
because the
Hold on. We want to end it right there. We call that sound right reason. And for that, sis, we give you a bone. All right, we got to get out of here, sis. We just wanted to close, right? You need to come back on the show.
Ankh, what's your email? I want to send you something.
All right. ABDJUWEAR. Abjuare. Gmail.com. ABDJUWEAR at gmail.com.
Okay. I'm gonna email you something, and you're gonna be looking for me. I promise you that.
All right. I'll be looking for you. All righty. All right.
All right.
Let the spirit forces travel through the Neteru.
I don't know. All right.
So anyway, man, look, great show. Appreciate Deshaun, man. Appreciate you, bro. All jokes aside, man. Ain't no hard feelings there, yo. We get hyped up as men, but yeah, I get you, right? I get it. No problem, no issues. Appreciate the sister. Appreciate King J. Don Deal, I appreciate you, man, coming to your senses, because I thought you was gone for me. I was like, man, he lost his mind. He can't come. What the hell's going on, man? Appreciate everybody, man. And y'all know how we do it around here, man. We back live trying to promote this last iteration of the debate, right? Me and Sekou gonna get in that ring. I mean, I'm gonna smoke him out. This gonna be a good one. You know, me and Sekou have prolific battles, man. Hopefully we can have it just as good as the one. And the go ahead, go ahead, Deshaun. What?
You can't mess. You can't get with Sekou, man. Sekou is an educated brother, man.
You ain't hear what
You can't even wear
you ain't hear
his
what he just
shoes,
said?
brother.
You didn't hear what he said? He said he lost that debate, yo. We had. You didn't hear him say that?
What that got to do with anything, man? I'm telling you, you cannot get with Sekou, bro.
I got with him in the last debate then.
Okay, that was the last debate.
So he might get me in this debate. And then we make it.
So you agree with what you said about black?
I'm gonna be in the room with this one, man. I ain't been in the room with none of them, man. I'm gonna be in the room with this one because
see you get beat. See, that's terrible. But I don't care as long as you get in the room. You know what? When you're in my town, yeah, we need to go out. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink. We'll have a beer. I have a non-alcoholic beer. You have a beer, yo. I have a non-alcoholic drink and go out and hash it out and have fun, bro. Because really, at the end of the day, man, everybody in the chat, I just be cussing y'all icon out. I don't be talking to the person behind the icon because I don't know the person behind the icon, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a show, man. You meet me in person, I'm a good guy, man. I ain't the bully. I'm a bully with information because I'm an intellectual gunfighter. I bully the information, not in person, not with my hand. Not, come on, yo. Y'all
I don't mean it. I don't mean it like that, man. I'm just like, the tough talk, man. People don't adapt to that well, man. Yeah. Now you got some dudes that come from where you come from, man. They cool with that. But sometimes you get a little rough around the edges, man, and sometimes these guys don't want to deal with that.
I know they blurred. They think it's really this. And when you see me in person, we ain't doing that. Come on, yo, not at all, bro. Who wants to go to jail because we was talking on YouTube? You might try to hurt me and hurt yourself. I seen it go both ways. Pull out the gun.
Hey, I hear you though. I hear you. Two old dudes. That ain't no fight, man. That's ugly, man.
That's ugly. We ain't gonna make it to work the next day. You throw a kick and miss, you even pulled a groin muscle.
Yeah, I can't deal with it.
I'm just having fun. I'm having
I
fun.
want to see Ankh and Sekou have a debate because I would like to know if there was a color caste system prior to the color be showing up to the Kemet though to see what that turns into. So
We're gonna have a good one. Me Sekou, an admirable man. I appreciate Sekou in the stands. I'm just trying to push the last bit of black algae up out of him. I get him in this debate though. But I gotta really study for him because he gonna be good. He gonna be good. You know what I mean? It's good. I think everybody will learn. I never care about winning and losing debates, to be honest with y'all. I just want to make sure I put out good material. Y'all can go back and look at it. I don't care about the win and loss part. Remember, I lost all the debates. I don't care, yo. That ain't my thing. But yeah, man, we had a good show. You wanted to say something? Go ahead.
And you don't get on and keep talking about it either. When you do your debates, you don't get on and keep going with it. You just leave it alone.
Yeah, I leave it alone. But I said Reggie a horrible loser. I said it. Ugly lose ugly, win ugly. Yeah, horrible.
I didn't say that. You said that, You said he's an ugly loser. So what are you saying?
I said it wrong. So y'all can tape it. I said I mistalked.
All right, y'all.
Y'all gonna kill me with that on YouTube. I can't stand YouTube. You can't miss.
Yeah, you about to get clipped up.
Clipped up. Damn. Jabari, you in that chat hiding somewhere. I know I can see you.
No, Jabari don't mess around like that, man.
He is in the chat. You ain't saying
Jabari's a square, man. He taking care of business, man.
It's not. I just put his clip up on there. Come on, yo, Jabari.
Did you call a man a square?
Peace to Jabari. Peace to Jabari. Brother Jabari, man. Hey, when he in the room, man, I got my pen and paper, man. I got a cousin, man. Them alphas, man, they brainiacs, bro. You can't get around that, man.
Yeah,
them alphas.
What's that? Is that Greek?
That's his fraternity, brother.
So he in a Greek fraternity, a black man, a black Nile Valley, black priest, black algins, and a what?
That's when he was in college, man. Leave the man alone.
I had no idea.
Acting like that.
You
know these guys being Kappa.
He was young, man.
Really? He not
man, these guys are brainiacs. I got a cousin, man. Man, these dudes are smarter than Attack, man. I'm telling you, bro.
I gotta go. I'm about to mess up. I cannot mess up with y'all. I gotta
peace, man. Peace.
Man, peace.
All right, man. Peace.
Hey, we dropped the link. The link is in the description, man. Appreciate all the pseudo killers, Deshaun, everybody. Appreciate the sister came on with her soliloquy of what she believed in. Yo, we all full of beliefs and understandings, man. I come here as a person that wants to bring scientific literacy. Big up to Dr. Oyama, man. Big up to the people, man. Hit the Cash App. Going out the door, man. Just show some damn love, man. If you just hate me, show some love, man. We here working, giving you the debates. I'm promoting the debates. That's what I do, man. I like the conversations. Even at times, the titles are ambiguous, man. It's just to stimulate content for y'all and information that y'all can study back and forth, man. Don't take it literally. Don't take it literally, man. Goodness gracious, man. Enjoy the rest of the day. I'm going to see y'all later on. Man, get your tickets, man. They're $30, man. Get it so y'all can see for yourself, right? Don't talk about it. They say, don't talk about it. Be about it. And that's where we at, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, trying to figure out how I want to end this thing. Let me still want that.
Break. We cut through the lies like a blade to the fake. We don't need superstition, we don't run from the facts. We let the science hit like a hammer to the back. You can't shake the truth that we bring, but we better make the cross and you can't break the chains that we cut. Intellect is what lifts us up. It's a Bobby banger that make bells ring. We drop fast like bombs, let the truth clang. We move with reason, we cut through the fiction. Intellect over instinct, that's all conviction. We move with reason, we cut through the fiction. Intellect over instinct, that's all conviction. fouls is fall. Intellectual gunfires, we outthink them all. Whoa. You can shake the truth that we bring. Bobby Bang to make the crowd sing, you can break the chains that we cut. Intellect is what lifts us up. It's a Bobby Banger thing. We build things. We drive fast like bombs. Let the truth. We move with reason. We cut through the fiction. Intellect over instinct, that's all. Conviction. We move with reason. We cut through the fiction. Intellect over instinct, that's all. Conviction. It's a Bobby Banger thing. We make bells ring. Intellectual gunfires make the crowd serve. No fear, no myth, no lies, no kings. Bobby Banger bread. Everything is a Bobby Banger thing. We make bells ring. We drive fast like bombs. Let the truth. We move with reason. We cut through the fiction. Intellect over instinct, that's our vision.
Man, I appreciate these cash apps that came in, man. Dead Black, man, I appreciate that, man. Ain't nothing but love, man. Robert Turner, man, I appreciate you, man. There ain't no love, man. John W, man. Man, Fontaine, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to Fontaine channel, man, and catch him on Facebook, man. Boy, he be doing this thing. Battle rapper, man. Serious dude, man. Made a couple songs for me, man. So I appreciate that love I got today, man. That's how we supposed to do it. Now check this out, man. Get the debate. It's going down. I'm your host, Bobby Banger, and with that, we are out.